Living life together. We're 97.5, the beacon of Baker County.
Every day I've been feeling the pressure. I always gotta know the plan. It's a weight that I've tried to shoulder. I thought I could, but I can't. And I'm so tired of chasing dreams when I am wired to let you leave. You're changing my heart to want what you want, to love how you love, and that is enough. There's no greater plan that I need to know. You only ask me to follow and want what you want, 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 and want what you want.
This is 97.5 WFBB, the beacon of Baker County, a ministry of Glen Baptist Church, Glen St. Mary, Florida.
Yo, we're just there for do it and do life, make it, see me?
I gotta slow down, stop for a second, take a look around, and I gotta take time to hear that little voice inside saying I came to give you life, so spread your wings and fly. I got a secret to share, you are enough to change the atmosphere, so go into life big, big. I wanna do life big, break out in blue skies. I can feel my heart beating inside. Yeah, it's like a new day. Woke up to hear you say, I came to give you life, so spread your wings and fly. Now go and show no fear, you are enough to change the atmosphere, so go into life big, big. I wanna do life big, oh, I wanna love, wanna give every day I live. I wanna do life big. I wanna love, serve, and give every chance I get. I wanna do life big. I wanna love, wanna give every day I live. I wanna do life big. I wanna love, serve, and give every chance I get. Oh, I wanna do life. I wanna do life. I wanna do life
Nothing can separate, even if I ran away. Your love.
Welcome to Baker High Wildcats football. And now, Baker High Wildcats football.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Friday Night Lights edition of Baker County Wildcat Football. We welcome you here to Memorial Stadium, downtown McClenny, Florida. I'm Mike Cruz, joined as always by my buddy Kyle Davis. and we're set to bring you all the action. 2025 Baker County Wildcat football. And tonight, a big one. The Wildcats in district competition tonight against their rival from down the road, the Suwannee Bulldogs. I say rival, not really rival, but a district rival tonight. The Wildcats facing the Suwannee Bulldogs, and the Suwannee Bulldogs come in tonight's game, a team that's searching for something. They're looking for a win. Suwannee's 1-5 on the year. They're 0-2 in district play, Kyle. Their only win came much earlier in the season. They lost to Tallahassee Godby 36-31, and that's a team that we saw. So don't be fooled by the fact that they're 1-5, Kyle. They played some teams very close, very tough, and they're going to come over here and give us a tough football game. The Wildcats 3-4 on the season, 0-1 in district play. So let's just shake it up real fast, and I'll tell you a little bit about the district race, Kyle. The district race looks like this. You've got Godby sitting on top. They're 2-0. Wakulla is sitting in second place at 1-0. Those two teams play tonight. And then you've got the Wildcats and the Suwannee Bulldogs rounding out bottom. That's the four teams that are in the district. So Wildcats looking for a Wakulla win tonight against Godby to give us a chance in the district race, and then we've got to go win out.
Yeah, all we can do is control our own destiny, Mike. We got to come out here and win tonight. We can't worry about the other game. We need help, and that's fine. But hey, we got to come win tonight. And I can promise you, Coach Skylar Hall's going to have these Suwannee Bulldogs ready to play. So, Coach Kennedy, I guarantee he's going to do the same. We should have a heck of a football game tonight.
Hey, but you said it. We need help, but it's not one of those crazy scenarios where you need like three things to happen. No, we just need one. We just need Wakulla to beat Godby. And then that gives the Wildcats a chance to control their destiny and to at least end up with a three-way tie in the district. That's what would happen.
Hey, I just want to see us. Hey, the weather's kind of laid back tonight. It's been raining for a few hours, and it's kind of slacked off right here at kickoff.
Honestly, it's a nasty night. It's nasty if you're outside. Luckily, we're inside.
Yeah, we got the best in the house. So.
About 60 degrees, though. I think it's going to dip into the 40s tonight, Kyle. What do you think?
Yeah, man, this is football weather for sure. I know all these deer hunters around here. They're loving it.
This is when they get they get their goosebumps on their arms and they get all excited. Guess what I'm going to do, though? I'll just go fishing while they're hunting. They pooch one to the right side. The Wildcats have a chance to fall on it, and it looks like Suwannee may have fallen on the football. No, the Wildcats will keep it, and we'll get the ball up around the 42-yard line.
Yeah, that could have been bad, Mike. We caught the ball from it. We got back on it, thank the Lord.
Wildcats get the ball to start the football game. We opened up the night tonight, Kyle, with all of our senior captains on the field because this is senior night for the Wildcats, and I'll call out some of those seniors in just a moment. 0, Zeke Taylor. Number 2, Mikey Landers. Number 3, Bo Thomas. Number 6, Hudson Register. Number 9, Jamarian Foy. Number 10, Brock Bootright. I'll get to the rest of them. But the Wildcats won the toss, elected to receive here tonight with the seniors on the field, and we've got it 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Yep. Hey, need yardage on first down. Let's do it.
First play of the football game, Hudson Register stands in there, takes the snap, fires to the right, catch is made. Keldon Dupree with a catch right at the 49-yard line of the Cats, and he moves ahead to midfield for an 8-yard gain on first down.
Yep, nice throw by Hodges. Nice throw by Register out here to Dupree with pretty much a little 3 or 4 yard hitch, and Dupree does the rest. Good gain on first down for the Cats.
Hudson Register, one of those seniors on the field tonight, throwing to a freshman there. You got Keldon Dupree out there, number 14, just a 9th grader, makes that catch, picks up 8 yards.
Wildcats in the all black tonight, Mike, and Suwannee in the white tops and green bottoms.
The Bulldogs from Live Oak. 2nd down 2. Wildcats with the football from midfield. Register takes the snap, going to give it to Ruiz. No, Register faked the handoff to Ruiz, and he's got the first down around the end. And Hudson Register easily going to pick up 10 yards there. And he runs it down to the 40-yard line of Suwannee. I got to tell you, that was a good fake. And I'm watching. They're right in front of us, Kyle. And I swore Delano Ruiz had the football.
Yeah, great zone read right there by Register, man. He made it look easy.
First down and 10 for the Cats now. Kyle, where's the crowd at, son? You can tell it's not homecoming. Nobody's dressed up tonight.
I'm telling you, man, that weather's been bad for the last few hours. I think it probably scared some folks off.
You think?
Yeah.
I think it has to do with fans just don't care no more.
No, I don't care. These Cats fans care.
Do they?
They care. Or either they like listening to us on the radio.
I hope that's what it is. 1st and 10. Here we go. Register handoff straight up the middle this time. Ruiz has got it, and Ruiz has got a good gain here. 9 yards all the way down to the 31-yard line. good drive here to open the football game by the Wildcats.
Yeah, I tell you, man, you've seen this for the last 3 or 4 games out of Delano Ruiz, man. He's got a burst. He's got a burst when he hits the hole. He's running hard. As long as he can protect the football, man, this kid's got a chance to be very, very good.
Number 4 is Marlon Givens. He checks out. Number 11, see if you can get us a number from Tim for number 11, checked in for Givens.
You got 11? Lorenzo
Lee. He checks in, and he's going to be the receiver on this side of the field. Second down and 1. Register takes, and he's going to give it to Delano again. And Delano Ruiz is going to run this one for another Wildcat first down, all the way down to the 24. So Ruiz, 16 yards in the last 2 carries, and that's going to give the Cats a first down at the 24-yard line of Suwannee.
Yep, I'd keep pounding on that run game right now, Mike. This offensive line's cooking right now, and I'd keep running the football. Hey, it's a wet night. You don't really want to throw it unless you got to.
Cooking with gas, huh? What do you say?
Yep. Hey, that number 11 was Kason Scott. Lorenzo Lee's 11 on the Suwannee Bulldogs.
Well, then that ain't going to do us no good for him to be called out with the Wildcats, is it? All right, here we go. The Wildcats have it. First down and 10 now, inside the 30-yard line, down to the Suwannee 24. Hudson Register in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Ruiz is back there as the tailback. Ruiz is going to get it and run to the right, and Ruiz has got another 5 yards as he crashes down to the 19-yard line.
Yeah, 4 gets a block right there, Mike. You might take that to the house. You got, hey, you're 1 block away from a touchdown there.
1 block away.
See, this field's held up pretty good with all the rain we got, man. You don't see puddle. I mean, it looks kind of wet, but not near like I thought it was going to be.
How much rain has fallen? Because, I mean, did it rain this week?
Yesterday and today for a little while. 2 hours.
8.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score. Wildcats with the football, though. Second down and 6 at the Suwannee 19. Handoff this time is going to be Hudson Hodges running to the left side. Hodges has got a little bit of a crease. He's going to get around the corner, and inside the 10-yard line goes Hudson Hodges on the carry to the left side, and it's going to be first and goal for the Wildcats.
Yeah, you won't see Hudson Hodges get tackled like that many times, Mike. I thought he had the edge, and he got shoestring tackled on the edge right there. I thought he was going to score.
I was surprised, too, because I thought when he got around the corner he was taking it to the house. But he did get brought down from behind, but a great run to the corner that time, and it's going to be first and goal for the Cats. First and goal from the furthest you can be for a goal situation, Kyle, all the way to the 10. From the 10. Wildcats, 1 receiver to the right here, 2 to the left. No backs in the backfield now with Register. He's just going to run it straight ahead. And Register is going to get it inside the 5-yard line, and he's going to get it down inside the 4 to the 3. So a 7-yard gain for Hudson Register on that carry.
Yep, and I'd probably do that again, Mike. I'm not sure that wouldn't have busted play. Look, he was looking to hand the ball off right there. Nobody was there, so the Register just took off.
Hey, look out the window right here and see who my Diet Coke bottle just hit in the head.
It flew out?
Yeah.
Jeez.
The wind was blowing.
Well, it hit Rock Roden in the head, so we won't worry about it.
The wind was blowing. It just grabbed my bottle and took it. Second down and goal from the 3-yard line. 7:05 to go, first quarter, no score. But the Wildcats driving on our first drive, and Hudson Register is going to walk into the end zone here. Hudson Register on senior night going to score a touchdown for the Wildcats.
Come on.
And he scores from 3 yards out.
Yeah, that's a great drive starting for the Wildcats right here. Moved the ball down the field, run the ball, want a couple of passes. I tell you, it looked easy for this Wildcat rushing game, and that's what you want to see on a night like tonight. Rainy conditions, that's, hey, very impressive.
What would Larry Birkin say about that touchdown, Kyle?
Come on, Wildcats.
Birkin Chevrolet, one of our Wildcat radio sponsors here tonight, and that was a great drive for the Cats. They went 58 yards on the opening drive of the night, and Brock Boatwright is going to drill the extra point right down the middle. That makes it a 7-0 ball game here. So the Wildcats open it up, 6:57 to go in the quarter, and we got a 7-0 lead.
Just what you wanted, Mike, for this Wildcat football team. Take care of business. We know there's a lot on the line tonight in the district race and everything that's going on, but we got to take care of what we can control, and that's a great start for the Wildcats.
Zeke Taylor, Mikey Landers, Bo Thomas, Hudson Register, Jamarian Foy, Brock Boatwright, Taz Kinghorn, Traz Mitchell, Owen Hodges, Chase Williams, Anthony Williams, Fisher Taylor, Ben Davis, Jordan Allert, and number 88, Case Cruz. Kyle, those are your 15 seniors tonight who were captains on the field for the Wildcats here before the football game. Good group of guys there.
Yeah, it's always something.
You got to be careful. We got
stuff flying out. When the wind's blowing up here in the booth tonight.
Hold on to your stuff. Yeah, it's windy. I got to say, man, it's one of those, it's Murphy's Law situation with the wind, Kyle. You know, I work all week. You see good weather during the week, and then on the weekend you get this rainy, windy, cruddy weather, so it makes you not want to take your boat and fight that wind in the fishing for the weekend. You know what I mean?
You just got to have a good trolling motor, Mike. You got to have a worry about wind.
Well,
it's one of them 80 horse, so just let it go.
Let it go. Spot lock and just fight the wave. 6:57 to go, first quarter. Cats on top, 7-0 here. Suwannee has the football for their first possession of the night. It's one of those catch-22 situations, though. You know, you want to watch football. It's easy to talk yourself out of going fishing when there's good football games.
Good football games on it changes.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Especially when the weather's acting up. First and 10 now. Thomas Sykes is the quarterback for Suwannee. He's a 6'3", 200-pound senior, and he's going to stand in the shotgun. No backs in the backfield here, and a 5-receiver set. Now they send one back in motion, and he stands back by the quarterback here. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs from Suwannee, and now you're going to get a timeout before the play, actually a delay of game. How do you get a delay of game on your first snap of the night?
Man, that stuff will kill you, man. As a coach, to get a delay of game off the kickoff, that's just bad.
Absolutely brutal. You got to start the football game not with a delay of game.
Hey, good for the Wildcats, though, Mike. So we'll take it.
Good for the Cats. The Cats will take it. Number 28 is the back for Suwannee. That's L.J. Smith. He is a 5'11", senior running back, 175 pounds. And Thomas Sykes, the quarterback, is in the shotgun. They're going to start at their own 15-yard line now after the 5-yard penalty. Bad snap here, and we're going to get 5 more yards. They just can't get untracked here to start this game.
It's a snap infraction. I don't know what's going on with the Suwannee offensive line quarterback here, but
well, the first play wasn't on the line. That was just delay of game. Second play, bad snap. Looked like some sort of little infraction there. Snap infraction, and that's going to make it a first and 20.
But they're showing a lot of little fake pressures and stuff. I don't think they're coming, but they're showing it. And I think it's got Suwannee thinking right now.
First down and 20 now for the Bulldogs. They back up 10 yards without a play being run. Here we go. Sykes takes the snap, going to fire it right side. Catch is made. He's going to get the 15 and out to the 20, and they get all of the penalty yards back in one play. And about 1 or maybe 2 more. They might have picked up 12 on that play.
Yep, nice tackle by Rhett Roden, but too many yards right there. They picked up 12 or 13 yards. They're in a 2nd and 6 now.
Well, it's funny because, there they go. The chain was all tangled up. I was wondering about that. We're going to give him 10 on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 10 now. Sykes in the shotgun. He's got one back in the backfield with him, 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Second down, call it 10, 6:55 to go in the opening quarter. Cats have a 7-0 lead. Pass to the left side, going to be incomplete. It went through 2 receivers' hands. Looked like he was trying to hit number 1 there on the slant, and number 1 deflected it, and 21 almost caught it.
Yeah, that's one of them balls, man. Hey, you want to pick off. If it gets tipped up twice, Mike, let's go get it.
What do we call that, Kyle?
That's your buddy. I can't remember what he called that. The volleyball.
The bingo.
Bingo. Hey, we got a big 3rd and 9 right here for the Wildcat defense.
I'm surprised you can't keep up.
I'm getting old, Mike. My memory ain't near as sharp as it used to be.
All right, Sykes in the shotgun here. 3rd down and a long 10. Sykes looks down the field. He's going to fire a little one underneath. Catch is made to the 25 and close to the 26-yard line, but about 4 yards short of the first down.
A great tackle by 28 in space out there to bring up 4th down, force a punt right here, man. That's Chick. Good play.
Chick had a block punt last week. Tonight comes up with a big tackle on 3rd down to force the Bulldogs off the field here. So 4th down and 4, they're going to have to punt one away, and Zeke Taylor is going to be back there to return right at midfield. The snap is back to the punter. The kick is away. It's a high end-over-end kick. Taylor's going to take it at the 47, and stops it from rolling a long way, but that one was dangerous.
Yeah, I've not seen him get under that a little better. Man, he's diving to catch the ball right there. It's dangerous, like you said, man.
Well, it's dangerous on a wet, you got a wet night. You got a guy diving to catch the punt, and, it's kind of, what would you call it? What would you call field conditions tonight, Kyle?
Sloppy.
They're playable, but sloppy.
And it's still raining. It's misting rain right now, so it's going to get worse.
And it's that type of rain that'll just make you crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's just Forrest Gump, in that movie Forrest Gump, there was a lot of different kind of rain that he talked about. But this one, I don't know if he mentioned this one. He talked about the rain that came up from underneath, the stinging rain, sideways rain. But
it's kind of like the sideways rain, though. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it blow sideways right now. I can't figure out why the wind's blowing.
6:15 to go in the opening quarter. The Wildcats on top, 7-0 right now. Key district game here tonight. The Wildcats trying to improve their district record of 1-1 on the season, and then we'll see what happens with the other teams playing tonight. Wakulla and Gabi playing against each other in a big game for our district race this year. And quite honestly, Kyle, this is a 3-4 Wildcat team that would love to get to 4-4 on the season.
Absolutely. I think that all you can do is worry about winning tonight. I mean, that's it. I know we got stuff. We got steps that need to be taken, but hey, you got to win this one.
Win the next one. Win and the next one. First down and 10. Register in the shotgun here. You've got two receivers, one to the right, one to the left, two to the left. Same formation we had on our opening drive, first play of the game. Look for the pass to the right here to Dupree. First down play, no, they're going to run the jet sweep. And on the jet sweep play that time, he was looking to cut up field. I think that was Hudson Hodges, and he got tackled right along the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Suwannee was all over that, man. I'm telling you, Mike, with these field conditions tonight, and like I said, it's going to get worse with this weather. There's not going to be much cutback and stuff going on out there. There's going to be some slipping going on.
Hudson Hodges came in motion on the sweep motion that time, got the handoff from the quarterback, and thought about cutting it up, and then he did cut it up, and he got tackled right there on the spot. So second down and 10 from the 47 now for the Cats.
Got some big-time college football games coming up this weekend, Mike.
We got a lot to talk about football-wise tonight, Kyle. Second down and 10, 5.5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Snap back, going to hand it off to Ruiz, and Ruiz is going to get tackled in the backfield this time. Suwannee says, we're not going down 2 scores early in this game. Our defense came to play, and they lose a yard. It's second down, and it's going to be third down and 11.
Yeah, polar opposite of what we saw on the first drive. Wildcat offensive lineman was moving people, and now these guys are in the backfield for Suwannee. So big third down here for the Cats.
Big third down for the Cats coming up now as the Wildcats, with this little sideways rain we talked about, the field conditions are not really conducive for throwing the football around, but that's kind of what you need here. You need a passing play on third and long.
I would guess quarterback draw here, and we're in 4-down territory, Mike. That's
You like that quarterback draw?
No, I don't really like it, but I can tell you what's coming for the most part. We're empty now.
All right, empty backfield. Hudson Register takes the snap. He's under heavy pressure. Got hit as he threw it and throws it down there. Luckily, that pass was out of his hands before he got thrown. Those deflected passes sometimes can hang up in the air, and you get an interception on that, but that one just overthrown down the middle, and the Wildcats will have to punt it away.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there. He got early pressure and kind of threw it
early because he had to get rid of it,
But we need a good punt here from Boatwright.
Yeah, Brock Boatwright on the field. Now Wildcats 7, Suwannee nothing. 4:35 to go in the opening quarter. Swanee's going to send 2 guys back to return the punt. Well, they get good pressure here, and Boatwright gets a spiral off, but, man, that one might have been affected by the big rush as it's going to go out of bounds here. Suwannee going to get better field position this time.
Yeah, we probably got a net 15 yards right there, a gain on the punt. That is good pressure on the punt for Suwannee. Boatwright kind of had to hurry it and kind of shanked it to the right. I mean, hey.
2 plays in a row there, that pressure by that Suwannee front on the third down pass play that Register had to get rid of, and now the punt. I think Boatwright had to hurry that punt somewhat. It was going to get blocked, and they'll get good field position here at the 40-yard.
Yeah, they're at the 40 starting this drive. We need the Wildcat defense to step up and make a play here.
Wildcat defense on the field. First down and 10 now. Cats on defense. 4.5 minutes to go. Opening quarter. Senior night here in McClenny, Florida. The Wildcats of McClenny doing battle with the Live Oak Suwannee Bulldogs. They're going to run a jet sweep to the right side of the formation this time, and not a lot doing that time as they got the handoff to the receiver, number 10. And what did he pick up? Maybe a yard?
He lost a yard, Mike. That was a great play by Taz Kinghorn. He's been making plays all year. I told you, Mike, I love this Kinghorn kid.
Now, number 10, Kyle, you'll know this name is number 10 is Coy Fryer. He's a wide receiver, 5'11", 180, just a junior. Fryer.
So that's going to be Todd or Matt's kid. I don't know which one, but I tell you, they keep having kids go through there. They do.
Fryer wears those low double-digit numbers like their fathers and uncles did. They're going to hand the football off this time, and the handoff straight ahead by Smith is going to be straight ahead all the way out to midfield, and they're going to pick up the first down. So they didn't get much on the jet sweep with Fryer, but on the second down play, they get the first down out to midfield.
Yep, good run by Suwannee right up the middle of the Wildcat defense. First down and 10 from the 50 for the Suwannee Bulldogs. We got 3 minutes and 45 seconds and counting.
3:45 and counting from the midfield stripe now. Thomas Sykes, big kid. He's 6'3", 200, right-handed quarterback back there for the Bulldogs. Going to take the snap, hand it off straight ahead, and this time nothing doing. The Wildcats front is there, led by Jamarian Foy. They pushed back the running back Smith that time.
Great play by Foy. They gave him a yard, but he really shouldn't have got a yard on that. That's a great spot for the Suwannee Bulldogs. Good play by 9.
Jamarian Foy just stepped in the middle of that gap that time and pushed Smith back. Now they moved it back to the line of scrimmage.
There's no way he got a yard on that.
No gain on that one. Second down 10. They're going to send out 3 receivers. They're going to send 2 to the left, 1 to the right. 1 back in the backfield on 2nd and 10. Sykes, straight drop. He's under pressure. He gets one out here, though. Catch is made, and he's down the sideline. Number 1 makes the catch, and he's all the way down inside the Wildcat 20, all the way down to close to the 12-yard line. That was Jamarcus Cherry, number 1 for Suwannee, and they just had a mix-up right here on who's staying with Cherry.
Yep, the corner kind of pinched in on that play. Great tackle by Zero Smith to save the touchdown, Zeke. And we had pressure on the play. Great job by the quarterback of the Suwannee Bulldogs to get the ball out here in the flats and make it happen.
That was a well-thrown football by Thomas Sykes, the quarterback, to put it on the run with Cherry, and he just turned the corner, made a man miss, and he was down the sideline all the way to the 6.
Yep, good coverage by the Cats there. Looks like it was Rhett Roden back there in coverage. He had a chance if he turns his head a little quicker to get a pick right there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it fluttered because I think he got hit right when the ball came out, so you aren't expecting those type of plays, but for sure, I agree with you. Had a chance if he turns around there. 2:25 to go in this opening quarter. Now Suwannee threatening. They trail the Wildcats 7-0 here on our home field, senior night. The Wildcats doing battle with the Bulldogs. Sykes in the shotgun, takes the snap, going to run it straight ahead this time with Smith, and Smith is going to get to the 15 and nothing more as he's driven back.
That's Zeke, man. That's the safety coming up making a great play. Good play by Zeke Taylor.
Senior tonight, one of our 15 captains that was recognized on the field before the game, number 0, Zeke Taylor, and he met him in the hole.
He did. He come up hard. I love to see a safety come up and make plays like that.
2-yard gain for the Bulldogs. They get it to the 15-yard line. We're going to call this a 3rd down and a long 7 as they need to get it inside looks like around the 8-yard line is where they need to go for the first down. And right now they're sitting just outside the 15. So
that's a huge 3rd down, Mike.
Big 3rd down play. They're going to send 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the high side of the formation. Smith is in the backfield. 3rd down play. Sykes, straight drop. He's under a little bit of pressure. He's going to scramble out. Sykes had to move to his right, but he's going to pick up 5 yards, maybe 6. And they may think about going for it here as it's going to be 4th down and about 3.
Yep, I think they're going for this, no doubt. I think when he took off, I think they knew in their mind this is 4 down territory.
I've got the football right on the 10-yard line now. They need to get it inside the 8, so about 2.5 yards they need for a first down.
He's going to kick it.
And they're going to send the kick team in. So 1:07 to go in the first quarter. The Wildcats have 7, and now Suwannee is going to send the kicker into the game to attempt the field goal.
Well, what's Swannee's record, Mike? They 1-5?
1-5.
I'm not real sure I'd be kicking the field goal right here.
Number 29 is the kicker. That is Tony Wilson. He's a junior place kicker. It's going to be 27 yards.
That's what I'm saying. When you're 1-5, 4th and 3, and you're down 7-0, you might want to go for it.
The snap couldn't be held by the holder there, and he just kind of lost it. And Tony Wilson didn't get a chance to put his foot into it, and Kyle, I don't disagree with you. 1-5 football team, why not go for it? But 4th down and 2.5, they decided to make it a 7-3 game.
Hey, I'll take it, Mike. I like it. Hey, it helped the Wildcats there. So, hey, a blunder on special teams, and Wildcats got a ball. We didn't make a drive here. 42 seconds left in the first quarter.
If you're watching football tomorrow, though, and you watch a team on the opening drive kick a field goal or go for it on 4th down, not get it, and not take the points, you're going to question that. And say, hey,
doubt.
yeah, I mean, everybody.
High school's a little different.
You can always question it. High school's a little different. Tell me why.
Way better players in college.
All right, 42 seconds to go, first quarter. 7-0 Cats on top. Register in there at quarterback from the 20-yard line. Wildcats toss sweep to the right side with Ruiz, and Suwannee's defense since that first drive has been all over the running game.
Yep, no chance. They tried to run a little pitch option out here to the right Wildcat sideline. Nothing there for the Wildcats. They gave them 2, but good job by the Bulldogs.
Gave them 2 yards. We're starting from the 17-yard line, not the 20, so gets it out just past the 19 here. 2-yard gain. Second down, call it 8 for the Cats.
Football weather, though, Mike. That's what we've been waiting on, man. It's been hot. It's been a hot year. I'm waiting on some cool weather.
You know what other kind of weather this is? Chilly. I like chili.
Oh, man, I love chili.
Oh, man, you get some good chili in this type of weather. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. They're not going to get the playoff, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So let's send it back to my buddy John Meadows. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. After 1 quarter of play here, it's Baker County 7 and Suwannee nothing. We'll be back with more Wildcat football on WFBB.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat Football live each week, and it's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around, but in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
And we welcome you back here to Memorial Stadium, downtown McClinney, Florida. The Wildcats of Baker County doing battle against the Bulldogs from Suwannee, and the Live Oak Suwannee Bulldogs are here tonight. They're wearing their traditional green and white. They've got the green pants on with the green helmets and the white jerseys tonight. The Wildcats all black. We've got the black pants with the black jerseys, trimmed in the red numerals with the white helmets, and the Wildcats with the football. Second down and 8 now. 7-0 lead for the Cats. This will be the first play of the second quarter. Register in the shotgun, takes a snap, looking to run it here. Ruiz has got it. He's going to get the corner, but, man, Suwannee has really cut off those edges now, and he might have gotten 2 yards on that play, but it's going to be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, he did. I think the Suwannee defense after that first drive has really tightened things up for the Wildcats.
Mm-hmm. I got to tell you, if you watched that first drive, Kyle, you thought the Wildcats were going to have their way tonight. But Suwannee has really clamped down after that first possession for these Cats. It's 3rd down and 6.
I think this is a big first down for the Cats, a big 3rd down for the Cats right here. We need a first down big time right here to keep this Wildcat defense off the field and really just to get some kind of momentum on offense.
3rd down, 6. Cats in the shotgun here. We're going to send 3 receivers to the low side of the formation. That's the strong side of the field. And now 1 back in the backfield. He shifts out. So no backs in the backfield now for Register. 3rd down. They run it underneath, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to hit Hudson Hodges on a little slant there. Slant and go, I would call that, and it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, it didn't stand a chance. I don't know. That it was looking like.
Well, they had it sniffed out.
They did. I tell you, it's all credit to the Suwannee defense on that play right there. Hey, we got to hope. Hey, they got a lot of pressure on this last punt, Mike. We need to make sure we got this protection right here.
Buttwright's going to be inside the 10-yard line here to punt this one away. 4th down and 6. They're going to send 2 return men back right at midfield. The snap's back there. Boatwright's got his foot into it. They got pressure, but not as much as the first time. And now the return man's going to come up inside the 45, and that's Fryer on the return, and Fryer is going to be all the way inside the Wildcat 35 to the 30. He got a 15-yard return on that.
And that's how you come up and catch a punt and get yards. And they got the ball at the 30-yard line right here because he come up and got the football and took off. And, hey, we're not starting good. Not a good starting position for the Wildcat defense here at our own 30.
First down and 10 now from the 30-yard line. Suwannee has the football and great field position after that punt. And, yeah, Fryer, that's the way you do it, Kyle. When you're in high school, you come up, catch that punt. He kept his momentum going forward, picked up 15 yards, about 16 yards on that return. Yep. 10:58 to go, second quarter. Cats on top, 7-0.
False start on the Bulldogs.
Yep. Wildcats moving across that front part of that defensive line, and they were getting that offense to move. We did that on their very first possession tonight a couple of times, and now their third penalty of the night.
Wildcat band getting into it on over here. It's something to get these fans in the game tonight.
First down and 15 after the 5-yard penalty. My goodness. Snap back there. You're going to be trying to throw a slant underneath the Wildcats. I think Foy got a hand on him.
Yeah, I think he did. Foy come off the edge hard and got his hands up there. It's going to be second and 15 for the Suwannee Bulldogs. 10:56 left in the second quarter.
Second down, call it 15.
All right, you go to eat tonight at the Butcher Club?
No, man. They had chicken and rice down there, too. It smelled good. Mr. Freddie Bennett tried to give me a to-go plate, but I just wasn't feeling it. Well, I mean, I didn't have anybody to eat with. Oh, come up here and eat by myself. What am I going to do? Second down, toss to the left side. That's Smith on the catch, and he's got a good head of steam as he gets it down inside the 30, down to the 23-yard line. He's just going to be a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's too easy, man. Just too easy. They throw a swing pass out here to the left side. We got a linebacker, Pat Kinghorn, one of my dudes, and he just didn't make the play that time.
He did not. But Smith with a head of steam as he got inside the 30-yard line down to the 22. This is going to be a 3rd down and 2, probably 4-down territory since.
Absolutely. Surely he's learned his lesson. I hope Coach Huffle figured out, hey, in high school on a rainy night, we need to go for it on 4th and 2.
3rd down, here we go. Sykes calls for the football. They hand it off straight ahead. He faked the handoff, and Sykes kept it. He should have handed it off.
Yep. Now you got 4th and 3. He lost a yard. So let's see what Coach Hall does here.
Wildcats read that all the way, Kyle, and I tell you what, if he would have handed it off, the running back had the first down easy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I thought he did. Sykes kept it. That's the first time they've run that tonight, right? The read play?
Yep, first time I've seen his own read out of them tonight. Big quarterback. How big did you say he looks like? What if he looks
6'3", 200? He's a senior quarterback.
He looks every bit of it.
Yeah, he's a big kid, but that time the Wildcats smelled the read, and they got back there. It's 4th down and 3. Here we go.
Huge 4th down. I think Suwannee's probably going to take a timeout and think about this.
No, they're going to just call the play. They're just reading the defense here. 8 seconds to go. Here we go. Sykes in the shotgun, takes a snap, going to give it off. Smith's got it. He's going to be inside. He's going to get bottled up. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. He's right at the 20. I don't know. I think they're going to have to measure this.
I think he got it, Mike.
I thought they were going to measure it, but he didn't even think about it. He said 1st down.
That's a big play for the Bulldogs offense, man. That's a huge play in this game right here with 9 minutes.
Yeah, and for a team that spreads it around here and has thrown a lot of little underneath passes, Kyle, for them to just run that up the middle, needing almost 3 yards, that's a gutsy call. 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line of the Cats now. Sykes in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Sykes takes the snap, looking to throw. He's going to get under pressure. He finds a man out of the backfield, and that's going to be a touchdown. My goodness. Smith just running over people as he takes that one in, and that was an easy touchdown for the Bulldogs.
Yeah. It was a great catch. He caught the ball in shoestrings. It was a low throw. We're not picking up these backs out of backfield at all right now. We got to make an adjustment on defense.
Suwannee right now has found something. They trailed 7-0 after the Wildcats scored early on in the game, but now Suwannee kind of has the momentum of everything.
We've seen this happen before this year. We got to get it back.
The snap is back for the extra point. That thing is going to be a low line drive, but somehow finds its way across. The crossbar is 10 foot off the ground, Kyle. That football was 12 foot off the ground.
Yeah, that's all the more while I'm thinking, why would you kick the field goal down there while ago if you Kyler off?
9:25 to go in the first half. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. The Wildcats and the Bulldogs tied up here on senior night, 7-all. We'll be back. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat. Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
$9:25 to go in the first half of the football game here from Memorial Stadium, downtown McClenny, Florida. On the kickoff here, Kyle, they try a little pooch kick over to the right side, and the Wildcats called a fair catch, but then our return man got turned around. The ball falls on the ground, and Suwannee is fast enough to get down there and cover it up at the 28-yard line. So Suwannee is going to get the ball on a turnover on the kickoff.
Yep, you put this defense right back on the field, Mike. Hey, you got to make a stand here for the Wildcat defense.
Close to where they started their last drive a few moments ago and tied the game up.
2 yards away.
Thomas Sykes, the quarterback now, with Smith in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 1 fullback in there as well. Here we go. Going to hand it off to Smith. Smith's got a hole. He's inside the 25. Smith is moving out to the left side. He got a block to the left side, and he's going to take it all the way. 28 yards on the touchdown run for number 28. That is L.J. Smith, and that's his second touchdown of the night.
You got 3 Wildcats in position to make a tackle there and don't make the play, Mike. And I say that's a big little change of momentum right here. You fumble the kickoff, they score on the first play, 14-7 or 13-7 Bulldogs. Wildcats got to get it together.
Well, we didn't fumble the kickoff, Kyle. We never had anybody touch it.
Well, yeah, we didn't. We called a fair catch and just let it bounce.
Yeah, that guy never even touched it. Only 19 seconds off the clock from Suwannee's last touchdown, and now they've got their second one, and this kick a little better, and it's right down the middle, and it's 14-7 Suwannee.
Yep. Move it. Got to get her footing back right here on offense and down tie this game up.
Yeah, the Wildcats, if you remember, took the opening kickoff of tonight's ball game, drove straight down the field, and scored a touchdown to make it 7-0. And it looked like on that opening drive that the Wildcats were in good shape, but Suwannee has responded here in the second quarter with 2 touchdowns to make it a 14-7 ball game. And really, the key to both of those touchdowns for Suwannee's, Kyle, is that we gave them a short field. On the first one, their punt returner came up, made a nice play, got about a 15-yard return, and set them up in good field position. They went down and scored. On this one, they get the kickoff. We had a guy trying to fair catch. We never touched it. They come down, cover it up at the 30-yard line, and one play go into the end zone.
Yep.
Short field position will hurt you.
It'll kill you. That's part of it. It's been something that bit us. I mean, untimely mistakes. They've bit us all year, Mike.
And really an unforced error right there. I mean, you just, all you got to do on the kickoff is just field it.
That's it.
So now 9:16 to go here in the first half, and Suwannee going to kick off to the Cats again. And we brought our return men up here guarding against the pooch kick, and let's see if he kicks this one deep. He's going to try to. Going to be taking at the 20-yard line. From the 20 to the 30. He's going to get across the 30 to the 32-yard line. And the Wildcats do get a chance to return that one, and Ruiz, a good return out to the 32-yard line.
Yep. Once you're a Wildcat offense right now, you got to kind of get your feet back on you, slow down, figure out what's going on, and hey, let's move the football, man. We got to get a first down or two on this drive.
I think you said it right there. Just slow down, get your feet underneath you here, make a good drive. A good drive right here, you get this game tied up, headed toward the locker room. 9:09 to go in the first half. 7 for the Wildcats, 14 for the Bulldogs.
What way are they going on the radio dial, Mike? I know Don Burnson's going on now.
Wildcats are moving right to left on your radio dial, and the Wildcats are going to get a break here as Suwannee calls a timeout before the play. So, timeout, we'll keep it here. Kyle, you talked about a slate of college football games. We don't have any, we don't have any 1 versus 2 matchups tomorrow, but if you look up and down this list of games that I was giving you, there's some really good matchups in the world of college football tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's going to be a good day of football. I'll be in Tallahassee at noon trying to get a win. We need one bad. I'm sure you'll be sitting by the pool waiting on the Gators to kick off against Texas A&M tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's all I do, just feet in the pool and waiting on the Gators.
No, you ain't waiting on the Phillies anymore. That's for sure. The Dodgers took care of that. I'm glad we ain't got to talk about baseball anymore tonight.
Dodgers came out and did what they do. They won the World Series last year. They got a good squad.
I think they'll win again, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they got a good squad, but I tell you, man, Phillies have themselves to blame for their series loss. I'll tell you that. But we won't talk much about baseball tonight. 1st and 10 from the 32. Register in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Going to hand the ball off this time. Ruiz has got it, and Ruiz is going to run the football out to the 36-yard line. 4-yard gain on first down.
Good first down for the Cats. Positive yards. I think that you're going to have to see Register pull the ball and try to do something with his feet a little more than he has. It seems like he's not running as much tonight. Hey, let him go make plays. He's made plays all year.
2nd down for the Cats. 2nd down and 6. 8:48 to go. Opening half here tonight on senior night. The Wildcats recognized 15 seniors before the football game tonight.
15, Mike. That's a pretty big senior class.
Pretty good size. 2nd down, Register in the shotgun. Hudson Register was one of those seniors tonight. He's going to fake the handoff to Ruiz, and he's got a big hole.
That's what we call it for.
Hudson Register goes 45-50, and he's into Suwannee territory down to the 40-yard line. A good gain right there, 25-yard run for Hudson Register, and we're going to get a first down in Suwannee territory, and that time, right on cue, the zone read play.
Just a great read by Register. I'm telling you, man, I've watched this team all year. That's our offense right here. Him running the football is part of this offense.
First down and 10 from the 40-yard line. 8:20 to go. Wildcats, good play right there. Gets the setup with good field position. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Register calls for the football. This time hands it off to Ruiz, and Ruiz is going to get hit at the line this time. Ooh. Flag comes in behind the play. This could be against the Cats, or it could be a face mask.
I hope it's a hold, and I thought it was a face mask too, Mike.
Looked like he might have grabbed him by the chest there. It was close to the face mask, but
he lost the ball. We're lucky
right there at the end.
Right back to us, but good Lord, these Wildcats need a break right now.
10-yard loss. They'll back them up to the 50-yard line here, so you're 1st and 20 instead of 1st and 10. I didn't mention in those slate of college football games, the Jaguars are going to be home, and they got a 4-1 record, Kyle.
They got something going on over there in Jacksonville right now. Coach Lee and Coleman, and I tell you, man, them guys are playing hard. They're making trades in the middle of the night, and it's crazy. They got them a corner from, where'd he come from? Cleveland. Duval. They got it going on over there.
1st and 10, or 1st and 20 from midfield. Register in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right side. Register just going to run it himself, empty backfield, and Hudson Register is going to get all 10 of the holding yards back as he runs it down to the 40-yard line. So good gain there. It'll make it a 2nd down and 10 from the 40.
Yeah, Mike, I could hear Coach Hall from the other sideline hollering, quarterback draw. I mean, that's when we go empty, that's what we run 75% of the time. I'll be honest with you, it's been very effective all year.
2nd down and 10 now. We got the 10 yards back on the holding penalty. So 2nd down and 10 from the 40-yard line. 3 receivers again. This time they shift to the high side of the field. along the Suwannee bench. Send Ruiz in motion, going to give it to him, fake the handoff there to Ruiz, and Register's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get a shoestring tackle is going to get him as he goes down at the 36-yard line for a 4-yard gain.
Big 3rd and 6 there for the Cats. I think you're in 4-down territory either way here. So basically, you got 2 downs to get 6 yards there with 6 minutes and 56 seconds and counting.
I think it's got to be 4-down territory. 3rd down and 6 now from the 36-yard line. Suwannee's done a nice job at the point of attack there along the front line, but when we've gone around the edges, we've found some room. Let's see, 3rd down and 6. Same formation, Ruiz alongside the quarterback. He's going to get the football. Delano Ruiz has got a 1st down and more. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and a touchdown run. A 36-yard touchdown run for Delano Ruiz as the hole opened up there. He made one cut to the right side and was able to go all the way.
Yeah, we got a Wildcat player down, man, grabbing his ankle. It does not look good.
Back at the 15-yard line, one of the linemen who was down there blocking ahead of the play. Ruiz goes into the end zone, a 36-yard touchdown run, and the Wildcats are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Yeah, big answer there for the Cats. We're hoping this Wildcat offensive lineman's okay. I can't get a number right now, but he's grabbing his ankle.
Injury timeout down there, 6:27 to go. We'll catch you up on the extra point and get you all caught up on that in just a moment. We'll take a 1-minute timeout here. 14-13 ball game. The extra point coming up. We'll bring you back with more Wildcat football in just a moment right here on WFBB.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinsChevy.com.
For over 50 years, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the community of McClenny. They provide quality air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical work to the residents of McClenny and the surrounding areas. The phone number for Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning is 259-6546. Oscar and Susie Gray would like to say, go Wildcats. Again, that's Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546.
6:27 to go in the opening half here from Memorial Stadium, downtown McClenny, Florida. The Wildcats of Baker County doing battle against the Suwannee Bulldogs. Brock Boatwright does what he always does, drills the extra point to make it a 14-14 game. And the game's back tied, so it was 7-0 Wildcats to open the scoring tonight. And in the second quarter, Suwannee exploded for 2 touchdowns, 14 points, and the Wildcats have scored now. So 21 points scored here in the second quarter.
Yep, huge answer by the Wildcat offense right there. Delano Ruiz, Hudson Register, great job with the running game. Good job by the offensive line. They come out and get a stop on defense here. It's a big deal here because the Suwannee gets the ball going into the second half. Yeah, big deal, like you say. 6:27 to go in the half, and Suwannee does get the ball to start the second half. So your defense needs a stop here in a 14-all game. High kickoff from Boatwright comes down to the 5-yard line, taken right there to the 10, to the 15, across the 20-yard line. And the return man, flag comes in here late, but the return man, Cherry, gets it out across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Could be some type of illegal block here on Suwannee to back them up a little bit. That's what we would hope for. They'll get an illegal block on Suwannee, and they'll back this one up from the 33. Should be 10 yards. So they'll have a 1st and 10 from around the 23-yard line, it looks like. Yep, so the first time in a while that we got Suwannee kind of backed up. So this Wildcat defense needs to make a stand here and get us the ball back here before halftime. Got a timeout on the field again, I think.
Yeah, they just calling the mid-quarter timeout here. You know, a long time ago when they started that mid-quarter timeout stuff, it was in the first half of the season because it was hotter in the first half of the season.
They didn't do it in the second half. Huh?
They didn't do it in the second half, but now as we've evolved,
I'll be honest with you, the kids back in the day, man, kids was a lot tougher. You know, they need more water these days.
Are you saying the kids aren't tough now?
No,
Is that what you're saying?
It's not as tough as they used to be. They're still tough.
Still tough, but back then we didn't need a whole season of mid-quarter timeout.
It's a lot hotter, though, I think it used to be, too. I will give them that. I walk outside sometimes these days night, and I say, my goodness, it's hot. I'd hate to know I had football practice at 2:30.
Except tonight.
Yeah, but that feels good tonight.
Gosh, it's like it's got to be like in the 50s now. I need a jacket.
Well, we don't neither one have a jacket up here tonight.
No. Suwannee's going to have it first down and 10 from their own 23-yard line here. 6:20 to go in the first half. Tie game, 14-14 from Memorial Stadium. The Bulldogs of Suwannee with the football. Sykes going to hand it off. Smith's got it, and he's going to carry it out across the 25 and out across the 30-yard line.
Yeah, we got to wrap up, Mike. You're seeing it, and I'm seeing it. We're just bouncing off the running back right now. You got to wrap up. We're making contact at the line of scrimmage and letting them go for 8 yards. You can't do that as a Wildcat defense.
8-yard pickup on first down for the Bulldogs as Smith takes it to the 31-yard line. Second down and 2 now. They're going to split out 2 receivers to the left side of the field and 1 receiver here along the Wildcat sideline. Second down play, clock running, under 6 minutes to go in the first half. Handoff again, Smith, and this time the Wildcats, led by Jamarian Foy right there at the point of attack, push the running back for no gain here, and it's going to be a loss of 1, third down and 3.
We need more of that. Foy can make huge plays, man. Huge tackle for a loss there. We need more of that out of 9, man. He needs to be dominant, and he dominates a few plays, and then you won't hear from him for a while. You got to be dominant more of the time.
Well, he was dominant on that play, pushed him back for a loss on the play, and that's going to make it third down and 3 now. The Bulldogs with 5 minutes to go in the opening half here. The Bulldogs will face 3rd and 3. No backs in the backfield. Sykes looking to throw. He's going to fire one across the middle. A catch is made, flag down. Catch is made across the middle of the field, and he's got the first down and more all the way out near midfield. That was Hunter Watson, number 21, on the catch, but a flag down, illegal shift is the call. That's going to bring this one back.
Thank goodness we needed it. Just wide open again. This quarterback's just looking at one guy. He's not looking at the second look or the third look, Mike. He's looking at one guy, and he's open every time.
Sykes, the quarterback, was asking the referee who moved because they sent the back in motion. They call illegal shift. We haven't seen that call tonight, but it wipes out what would have been a huge first down play out near midfield for Suwannee and brings them all the way back to the 25. So it's 3rd and 8 now for the Bulldogs with the clock running.
Yeah, 4:42 and counting right here with a big third down for the Cats. We need to get the ball back and score before halftime.
They'll split 3 receivers to the high side of the field, 1 to the bottom on 3rd and 8. Sykes calls for the football, looking to throw. He's got time. He throws it left side, and Fryer couldn't catch it. He just threw it a little too high, maybe a little higher than Fryer was expecting it, and the ball sails through his hands, and it's going to be 4th down.
He was open there, Mike. All he had to do was hit him in the chest. Like he said, he threw it a little high, and we actually had a chance to pick it off up behind him, but, hey, we'll take the punt. Here we got Zeke Taylor going back. Come up and field the ball. Let's get good field position there.
Suwannee's punted the ball 1 time tonight. Taylor did come up and field the first one. This one, a high snap. Got his foot into it, and it's going to be a low kick all the way out there. Going to take a Suwannee roll across midfield and down to the 42-yard line, maybe the 43 of the Wildcats, where we'll take it 1st and 10. So not bad field position here, up close to midfield from the 43, and the Cat offense with a chance to take the lead before halftime.
Yep, huge drive here for the Wildcat offense. Hey, keep doing what you're doing. I think zone read. Hey, get yards on first down. You got 4 minutes and 11 seconds left. We need to take the lead going at halftime. Like I said, Suwannee gets the ball coming out. Let's go ahead and take the lead right here for the Cats.
Tie game, 14-all at Memorial Stadium. Senior night for these Wildcats. Last home game of the year. We'll go on the road the next 2 weeks, Wakulla, for next week's action, and then in 2 weeks over to Fort White.
We ever get a bye week?
We already had it.
I thought we get 2. Then another one. 2 in a row. Next week's bye week.
Well, I mean,
well, thank you.
Look at the schedule again.
There you go.
Maybe we do get a bye week in there.
I thought we did.
So let's correct that. The Wildcats off next week, and then in 2 weeks we'll go to Wakulla. And in 3 weeks, we'll finish up the season on Halloween night over at Fort White, face the Indians of Fort White High School. That's a non-district game, but next week's game is a district game, and depending on what's happening tonight, it'll tell us a lot about if the Wildcats will have a chance in the postseason or not.
Well, I think if you win out, you still got a chance by points, but it'll tell us about the district race for sure. I'm not sure we can make it if we went out without winning the district night, but there's always a.
Yeah, I was looking at the standings of those rural schools. We played 2 of those rural schools early in the year, Hawthorne and Chiefland. Chiefland is one of the top 3 schools in the rural. They're 6-1 on the year. Their only loss was to the Wildcats.
14-0 shutout by the Wildcats. So here we go. Wildcats 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
Right along the 43 there, Register in the shotgun here. 1st down and 10. Cats take the snap, going to run the football. Ruiz has got it. He bounces outside to the 45 to the 50-yard line. And Delano Ruiz is going to pick up a good 7, maybe 8 yards on 1st down.
Yep, good start for the Wildcats. Ruiz is running hard. You get the man in crease, he's hitting the hole. I love how he's running the football right now.
Into Suwannee territory to the 49-yard line. 8 yards on 1st down that time for Delano Ruiz. Wildcats will send 2 receivers to the strong side of the field this side. That's going to be
Rhett Roden and Marlon Gibbons.
2nd down and 2. Register. Hudson Hodges in motion, and we're going to get an illegal shift that time. They call false start on Hudson Hodges as he kind of just shifted out of his formation to the right side, and flag down behind the play will cost us 5.
Yep, you just give it back. Right?
3:28 to go, opening half. Clock running, under 3.5 in this first half of football. Cats would like to take the lead before halftime. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Wildcats moving right to left across your radio dial. Register takes the snap. Hand off to Hudson Hodges. Hudson Hodges has got a hole. He's to the 45 to the 40 of Suwannee. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more, a 17-yard run for Hudson Hodges inside Suwannee territory to the 37.
That's a great individual effort by Hudson Hodges right there, man. He makes a cut and another cut, and then before you know, he's 17 yards down the field.
37-yard line here now for the Cat offense. Good run by Hudson Hodges that time. Was that the first time he's carried the ball tonight? Maybe the second.
Maybe the second.
1st and 10 from the 37 of the Bulldogs. 2:40 to go in the first half. Handoff, no. Register keeps it himself. He's got a hole. 35-30. Register on his feet down inside the 20, all the way to the 10-yard line. Zone read fakes it. Delano Ruiz that time. And Hudson Register with a huge gain all the way down to the 10-yard line, and that's going to set up a 1st and goal for the Cats.
Yep, great zone read right there by the quarterback Register, man. He just read it. He held it to the last second and took off. He had a huge hole. Mike, you could have ran through that one.
I could have, but Hudson showed off some speed that time, too, because he hit another gear as he broke through the secondary all the way down to the 10-yard line.
We got 2 minutes and 12 seconds here. The Wildcats are going to let the clock run a little bit. We're going to try to score here before halftime and close this thing out for the first half anyway.
14-all, tie ball game here as we approach halftime at Memorial Stadium. Senior night for the Wildcats. The Wildcats offense on the field. 1st down and goal. Handoff inside. This is going to be Hodges again. Hodges is going to run hard, keeps his legs moving down inside the 5 to the 3-yard line, 7-yard gain.
Yep. Wildcats bringing in their power package here, so I'd look for them to let some clock run. We got a minute 41 left. 2nd down and goal from the 4.
2nd and goal inside the 5-yard line now for the Cats. Personnel changes that time. Brought in a couple of big guys along the front. Send out Delano Ruiz, so he checks out of the game. And you've got Hudson Register in there with Hudson Hodges in the backfield and the big fullback, number 33, Williams. And now a timeout. Suwannee is going to call a timeout before the play starts. So Cats able to run off some time there. 1:11 to go in the first half, and we're going to have a 2nd down and goal. What do you do here?
I'm running it right at him. I don't know if I'm running it with Ruiz or Register or Hodges, either one, but I'm running it right at him. You got 2 timeouts if you got 3 timeouts if you're a Cat, so you got nothing to worry about with the clock. Go right at him with the football.
We'll have our dependable heating and air conditioning halftime show along with Florida Farm Bureau coming up for you in just a few minutes. I was looking down the list of those games that we talked about. You know, Alabama takes on a undefeated Missouri team tomorrow on the road. That's an interesting game within the SEC. Another interesting game in the Big Ten. You know, 5-0 Ohio State going to go on the road to face the Illini from Illinois. And another one in the Big Ten, you've got Indiana on the road at Oregon. Indiana is a surprise over there.
They are a surprise. Look, I tell you, I like Oregon, though. If you ask me, Oregon and Miami are the two best teams right now in college football.
I'm not surprised you'd say Miami.
For sure. Put Alabama pretty close up there, too.
Oh, here we go. Second down goal for the Cats inside the 5-yard line. 1:10 to go in the opening half of play here. We'll reset the play clock. Cats are going to go with a Wildcat formation here.
Who's that? I got Zeke. Is that
Looks like Zeke Taylor, number 0, for the Wildcats, lines up in the Wildcat formation here. Now Hudson Register shifts back to the quarterback formation. And Register is going to keep it himself. We're going to get a false start before the play. He's going to back us up 5 yards.
Put your quarterback back in the game, man. Come on. There's no sense in getting trickery here, man. Run the ball at the people. Clock's running too now.
Zeke Taylor checks out now. Hudson Hodges and Hudson Register are going to be in the backfield. 5-yard loss back to the 8-yard line. So that's a big penalty because you picked up 7 a moment ago on 1st and goal from the 10. Now you give back 5 of that. So 2nd down and goal, you're back closer to the 10-yard line.
Huge penalty. Huge. Still goal to go.
The white hat referee comes over to talk to. My goodness. They wanted to reset the clock. The clock shouldn't have ran after that penalty coming off a timeout, so they reset the play clock all the way back to 1:10 on the game clock. So the false start penalty shouldn't have started the clock, so they reset that.
Wildcat coaches were sure to let us know.
2nd down goal here from the 8-yard line. Register's going to take it, hand it off. No, Register keeps it himself, and Hudson Register fights his way all the way into the end zone. Fake the handoff back at the line of scrimmage, and Hudson Register does it himself and goes into the end zone again. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. And Hudson Register on senior night, a couple of touchdowns from the quarterback position and gives the Wildcats back a 20-14 lead.
No doubt. That's been the Wildcats' offense all year, man. It's been a lot of registering, man. The kid's been pretty impressive doing what he's had to do. To play middle linebacker and quarterback all year for this Wildcat football team, I couldn't be more impressed with the kid.
8-yard touchdown run for Hudson Register. And Brock Boatwright in there to attempt the extra point. The snap is back. The placement is good, and Brock Boatwright sends that one down the middle.
He put that on the track over there. Huh?
He kicked it through there, and it's 21-14 Wildcats as we reclaim the lead. The Wildcats had the lead early, 7-0 in this ball game. Suwannee was able to come back and take the lead, 14-7. Wildcats tied it up, 14-all, and now the Wildcats go back on top, 21-14.
Yeah, big answer, big score for the Wildcats there, especially with Suwannee getting the ball in the second half. Hey, you still got to come get a stop here. Swanee's got 2 timeouts, I think, so you got a minute 04. We'll see how aggressive they want to be with the football.
A couple of big lead changes in this ball game of giving it back to the Cats now with 1:04 on the clock before halftime. Brock Boatwright's got it teed up at the 40-yard line. Swanee's going to send their return man back around the 5-yard line. A lot of wind out there tonight. I think we're kicking with the wind on this kickoff.
Got a little cold, Mike. I got a little cold myself.
I just think I got a little sniffle. High kickoff. Comes down at the 5-yard line. Return man across the 10 to the 15. That's Pryor.
Good.
Pryor's not going to get the 20 as one of the Wildcats came up and got him right there.
Caden White. Great play by Caden White.
Nice job. Caden White came up and put a helmet on him right at the 18-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 19.
That's Dylan Rollerson. I've got called the wrong number.
That was Dylan
Rollerson.
There you go. Dylan Rollerson came up and put a helmet on him. Good job for Rollerson. First down play now for the Bulldogs. They've got just under a minute to go with the football here. Timeout on the field, but if you're Suwannee, you just don't want to do anything crazy here. You're going to get the ball to start the second half, so you're trailing by a touchdown. Suwannee on the season, I mentioned before the game, 1-5 on the year. They lost to Godby in their only district contest of the year so far.
If we can get an update on the Godby-Wakulla game, Mike.
I'm sorry, Suwannee 0-2 in the district because they lost to Wakulla and to Godby. So they're trying to salvage a win in the district here against the Wildcats. Yeah, that'd be great. See what you can do there with your investigative journalism. See if you can get us a score. 58 seconds on the clock. Thomas Sykes, the quarterback for Suwannee, brings his team out. We're going from the 19-yard line. They got to go 81 yards for a touchdown here in less than a minute. Swing one out of the backfield. Smith's got a catch. Smith has crossed the 20. He's to the 25-yard line. They pick up 6 yards on first down, but the clock's going to run, and they're going to run. It's going to run quickly here. I think Suwannee might have one timeout left. Second down 4 from the 25. Took 20 seconds off that play clock, or that play took 20 seconds off the clock as they snap it with 33 now. Sykes is going to run it straight ahead. He's going to scramble out near the 30-yard line. He'll pick up the first down, and that'll stop the clock for just a moment, but 24 seconds. And once they set that play clock, it'll be time to go. First down for Suwannee right at the 30-yard line. They're going to try to snap it quick here as the clock's already started, under 20 to go, and now the rain starts to fall again. First down play, Sykes looking to throw. He's going to have to scramble out. No, he fires one to the side. Interception made. Interception by the Cats at the 40-yard line. And only 5 seconds on the clock now, but that was that Kinghorn dropping back in coverage? Kinghorn with a great pick. Kinghorn dropped back in coverage on the far side over there. They were trying to hit one down the left sideline, and Kinghorn comes out with the interception for the Cats and runs it back to the middle of the field, close to the 40-yard line, not in field goal range from here, and only 4 seconds on the clock. So the Wildcats will have to either on a trick play to try to get something and a timeout before, but I don't think they got enough time for that.
No, you got one play here. I think you got to throw it to the end zone. You got Raines and Madison County in a dogfight over there in Jacksonville. Now 7-6 in the third quarter. Raines killed everybody they played this year.
Let's find us a score on the game we're interested in.
Godby is winning 14-10 in the second quarter over Wakulla.
I expected that was going to be a close ball game. You know, Godby's got 2 wins in the district, but both of those games have been really close. I mean, within a touchdown. You know, they beat us 17-13, and they beat Suwannee 36-31. So both of those games less than a touchdown.
Remember, Wildcat fans, we're big Wakulla fans tonight. So 14-10 second quarter, we still got a chance. We still got to take care of business here, though.
Yeah, you got to win here tonight. You got to hope that Wakulla wins that game, and then you could set yourself up for win against Wakulla, and you've got a 3-way tie for the district race. That's what you're hoping for if you're a Cat. Wildcats here with 4 seconds on the clock. Register's got the arm to get it to the end zone. You just got to send everybody down there, I guess, and hope for a Hail Mary here toward the last play of the half.
You want to be careful, too, not to get a pick. Ran back, too. So make sure you tackle if it gets picked.
Well, you kind of hope that if you throw it all the way down there, you don't give up a 100-yard return, but I've seen crazier things happen. Me, too. 4 seconds on the clock here. Register in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking to throw. He's under pressure. Register scrambles out, rolls to his left, going to throw one downfield. He might have been past the line of scrimmage. What do we got? Ball's incomplete.
They didn't call it, but we're going to halftime.
He got right there near the line of scrimmage. The ball goes incomplete in the end zone, but the Cats going to take a lead to the locker room here, 21-14, the lead, as the Wildcats come back, get a touchdown here before halftime to make it a 21-14 game. So right now, as we sit, 21-14 Cats. We're going to send it back to the station. We'll take a break here. Wildcats with the lead on senior night, and we will come back with our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report from right here at Memorial Stadium. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
In the game of life, it's not how far you can throw the ball.
It's not how high you can fly.
It's not how fast you can run. Or how many touchdowns you can score that matters. It's really how you play the game that counts.
Because the game only lasts 4 quarters.
For a few years. For that moment in time.
Good sportsmanship. Sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship.
Lasts a lifetime.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation, and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad, and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate. Call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
Tailored Healthcare Clinic right there in McClenny on South 5th Street. 259-5929 is the number. They offer primary care, traditional primary care services through the insurance, direct primary care memberships for an affordable monthly plan. They've got lots of different services they offer. Hormone replacements, one of the things they do, medical weight loss, aesthetic treatments, including Botox. Give them a call, 259-5929.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat Football live each week, and it's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around, but in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
Did you know that walking just 10,000 steps a day helps keep you healthy? And it's easy. 20 minutes of grocery shopping is 1,600 steps. Daily housework is 270. Taking a half-hour walk during lunch, around 4,000 steps. You can see how this adds up. 10,000 steps will find you a healthy weight and even reduce your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and stroke. Feeling healthier starts with the first step. A message from the Florida Department of Health.
Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinsChevy.com.
For over 50 years, dependable heating and air conditioning has been serving the community of McClenny. They provide quality air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical work to the residents of McClenny and the surrounding areas. The phone number for dependable heating and air conditioning is 259-6546. Oscar and Susie Gray would like to say, go Wildcats. Again, that's dependable heating and air conditioning, 259-6546.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
And we welcome you back here, 2025 Senior Night here at Memorial Stadium, downtown McClenny, Florida. The Wildcats of Baker County doing battle with district foe, the Suwannee Bulldogs from Live Oak, Florida, just down I-10, about an hour drive away. The Wildcats right now a 21-14 lead as we are in the halftime break, and we've got our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report here for you. The Wildcats tonight, a good offensive performance. They started with a 7-0 lead early in the first quarter. And then both teams exploded in the second quarter. A couple of touchdowns for Suwannee and a couple of touchdowns for the Wildcats. 28 points in that second quarter tonight. That's how we got there to a 21-14 lead. A couple of lead changes. The Wildcats will kick the ball off to start the second half. Suwannee will start with the football. What's the key to the second half here tonight, Kyle? I think the defense will come out and get a stop. Set the tone early on defense in the second half. Keep doing what you're doing on offense. Hey, run the football. Hey, a little bit of Register, a little bit of Rulis, a little bit of Hodges, and hey, I think that's the recipe for success for this Wildcat team the rest of this night. And like I said, you worry about winning this game, and we'll see what happens with the rest of the way. You got a Golfy Wakulla score right now. It's very close. We need a Wakulla win, and who knows what happens. Wildcats 0-1 in district play. Starting the game, a win tonight would even our record 1-1, and then, like you say, we'll see what happens with the other teams in action. But I like the effort that the Wildcats are playing with here tonight on senior night, and team's looking good. Offense is getting things done when they needed to. Even went down 14-7 and responded after that with a couple of big touchdowns in the second quarter to take this lead at halftime. So you got to feel good about where the Wildcats stand if the defense can keep Suwannee out of the end zone to start this second half and kind of go from there and see where you're at. Yeah, there's no quitting this Wildcat team. They've showed that all year. We fell on the wrong side of the coin sometimes this year, but they don't quit. Wildcats with a 3-4 record to start the football game tonight, which tells you, Kyle, after tonight, only 2 more games left in this season. Can you believe that we're this far into the season already? Crazy. Now we got a bye week next week and then 2 more weeks, and then, hey, that's it, unless we end up getting into the playoffs. So. Yeah, it's just one of those things I told you before the year started, and you know this, but before the year started, you'd be amazed at how quickly things go. You know, you look across the way at some of these records we were talking about in college football. There's, you know, this is what you call week 7 in college football, but technically it's week 6 because everybody didn't play that week 0 week, you know. So almost halfway through in the college football season, high school football season almost over, a couple of weeks away from being near the end of things here. And, you know, time flies when you get down here in October. It does. The weather's starting to change. I'll tell you, it'll be Christmas before we know it might. So, what we got coming up tomorrow? I mean, we got some big ones, man. We got some big ones. And when I say big ones, it's not necessarily a 1 versus 2 matchup or anything like that, but these games will kind of play a big role in who's playing for these conference championships later in the year and who's getting into that playoff. You know, now you got a 12-team playoff in college football, and some of these teams are going to make it and some aren't. But who would have expected the Sooners coming back from last year? You know, they're 5-0. And the Longhorns, last week we saw them lose at Florida. They went all the way from being a top 10 team in the country to being unranked now. So the number 1 team in the country. Yeah, the Oklahoma Sooners now 5-0 facing Texas tomorrow, a 3-2 team that's unranked. What do you think about that one? I'm not a believer in Texas or Archie Manning, man.
I'm going to go with the Oklahoma Sooners going into Texas tomorrow and getting a win. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think Oklahoma wins. Big shootout. That's a big one. Even though Oklahoma's now moved to the SEC with Texas, they've got a lot of, Midwest pride out there in this football game, or Southwest pride, as you would call it. And I'm going to tell you, man, I'm going to tell you right here, I'm going to go against you right here. I'm going to say the Longhorns bounce back and get a win against the Sooners tomorrow. What do you think about that? Didn't see much from Texas, so I'm going to take the Sooners. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to say they're going to play for some pride tomorrow. They're going to come out. They don't want to go 3-3 on the season. They get a win. They put the first loss on the Sooners. That may not happen, but that's what I'm picking. Gotcha. Missouri tomorrow. Missouri 5-0. They're hosting the Alabama Crimson Tide. You told me. You said, hey, Alabama might be one of the top 5 or 6 teams in the country. What do you say? Do the Tide get it done at Missouri? Yeah, they get it done at Missouri. They get it done pretty easily at Missouri. They win by 14 or more tomorrow. Kyle says they win big. I'm going to say it's closer than that. But I am going to go with you and say the Tide are going to get it done at Missouri tomorrow. Indiana's one of those teams, man. They racked up 60-something points against Illinois early in the year. Illinois, a one-loss team, hosting Ohio State tomorrow. 5-0 Ohio State going on the road to the Illinois Fighting Illini. Now, Illinois lost to a really good Indiana team. Now, they got blown out. Are they going to get blown out again by the Buckeyes? No, I don't think so. I think it's a close game, but I think Ohio State goes and finds a way to win on the road tomorrow. Field goal. I feel the same way. I feel like Illinois is going to give them a fight in that football game. Illinois is going to try to protect their home turf, but I feel like Ohio State gets it done and wins that game. Now, that other team I just mentioned, the Hoosiers, that Indiana team that scored 60-something points against Illinois earlier in the year, they go on the road to face Oregon. Oregon got a big win against Penn State. We didn't realize that Penn State was going to lose 2 in a row and go to UCLA last week, a winless UCLA team, and lose. What do you think here? Oregon covered a spread pretty handily against Indiana, or you got Indiana making a game of it? No, I got Oregon at home winning big. I'll take the Ducks with you on that one. Let's look inside the local area a little bit. Georgia, the Bulldogs scuffling just a little bit this year. They lost to Alabama, got the win that they needed against Kentucky, coming back off that loss to Alabama. Now, this is a game, Auburn, the Tigers, not what I consider a top 15, even a top 20 team in the Auburn Tigers, but a team that when Georgia and Auburn play, they always have a tough game. So going into Auburn tomorrow on the Plains, can Georgia go in there and knock the Tigers? Yep, I'll be honest with you, I think Hugh Freeze is fighting for his job down there. Auburn's got a lot of stuff going on that's not good stuff, Mike. I think Georgia goes in there and wins pretty convincingly tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not a Bulldog fan. I think they're going to handle Auburn tomorrow. There'll be a lot of fans there. That game will be exciting to watch. That'll be a fun game to watch. But I also agree. I think Georgia's going to get the win. So you said you're going to Tallahassee tomorrow. So FSU is going to be at home at noon to face the Pittsburgh Panthers. Yep. They go by Pitt, but they don't have Dan Marino coming to help them tomorrow. They've got to go down there and face the Seminoles, and the Seminoles are not a happy group. They've lost a couple of games in a row, Kyle, and they've really got to defend their home field tomorrow at 12. Do you think the fans still going to show up to support this 2-loss team? Yeah, I think they'll show up, and I think I'll be honest with you, it's going to be a tough game. You're coming off of a very emotional Miami game that you got. I'm going to tell you, the scoreboard didn't show the results of that game. Miami beat Florida State handily at the line of scrimmage and every other aspect of the game. So I think, Norvell's got to find a way to wake them boys up. They got to win tomorrow. I mean, you lose to Pitt tomorrow, and there's going to be a lot of stuff behind the scenes going on in Tallahassee. I'm just telling you right now. It's a huge game for Florida State tomorrow. I think FSU wins, but I think it's closer than most people think. Yeah, I think that Miami was probably disappointed the way they closed that game out because really for 3 quarters they dominated. I mean, they absolutely dominated that Florida State team, and you know it. You saw it firsthand. I don't need to tell you. And they kind of let their foot off the gas, and FSU scored some late. And I'm with you. It was not indicative of the way that football game went, but they did keep a little bit of momentum on their side, and I think FSU will take that momentum into the game tomorrow. They know they have to win tomorrow against Pitt. Pitt always plays. Pitt's one of those teams that will play you tough, but I don't know if Pitt has the talent to knock off FSU at home. We'll see. I got my buddy of mine, little Bobo, my little one's wanting to go so fast. So I hope we don't lose tomorrow in front of him. So. Yeah, well, I'm going to say that you're going to get a win tomorrow. It probably will be close, but I think FSU pulls away in the second half and wins that football game. Now,
looking ahead, what do you got following that? You got Clemson down the road, and then
Yep, you got Clemson, and then, you got Clemson and Florida. So, you got games that anybody on our schedule. We got to go to NC State at night on Friday night again. You got to go all the way to Cal and play a 10:30 game out there on the West Coast. So, you got games that can be tricky for Florida State. When you tell you what, week in, week out, that ACC schedule is just hard. It's just a hard ACC schedule, week in, week out. So, I tell you what, SEC's tough too. We beat the best team in the SEC already. So, here we go. Here we go. Alabama, best team in the SEC. I believe they are. Oklahoma's 5-0. They say what about that? Oklahoma's not Alabama. But we know it's not Texas or Georgia. So, we got that figured out anyway. Yeah. Or Florida. Georgia went on the road, lost a close game. It's one of those things. You're going to have Florida's definitely not the best, but Florida will take it on the road to College Station tomorrow. You're one of those guys that, likes to pump them up. Say, Florida's got a better team than we think. They're going to win this game. Well, they did. They got a big win against Texas last week at home. They carry that momentum into College Station. I think they can. I think Florida's the better team. I'm not sure if they're a better coach team, but I think Florida's got more athletes than A&M. I think it's a tough job to ask to go on the road and play over there. But I think Florida finds a way to win. They seem to like playing for Billy Napier's job. They like their coach. And you know what? I do too. I hope they keep him. I'm a Gator fan tomorrow night. I don't think there's any doubt that the players, Billy Napier's been able to get talent over there at Florida, and I don't think there's any doubt that the players play for him. I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is some of your management on the field. Listen, I'm just going to stand behind this. Napier's not the guy. He might have a team of talent that has played for him, and they did. They got a big win against Texas last week when they needed it. But we just sat here and said Texas probably going to lose to Oklahoma. You said that, and Texas is going to be looking at 3-3 to start the season. So I don't know. I'm going to say that Texas A&M is going to win tomorrow. You and I have two different ones. I'll take Texas to beat Oklahoma, and I'll take Florida to lose to A&M, and you're taking A&M. And Florida. I'm taking Florida to beat A&M, and I'll take Florida to lose. There you go. It seemed to work for me last week. I took them to lose. But, hey, I saw the things that I liked on the offensive side of the ball. They got some playmakers on the offensive side of the ball that have developed for sure. Ball at running back is a beast. You got a couple of guys in Vernell Brown, and you got, Dallas came out last week on his first game as a freshman, had a big week, and then you still got a couple of other guys that have been around for a while. So at receiver, at running back, the Gators have some talent. I just don't know going on the road if they can win at College Station. That I'm not one to sit here and just badmouth the schedule the whole time, but this schedule doesn't give them a break, And if they lose tomorrow, they're going to have some tough ones coming up down the stretch. So it's going to be a long year. It's going to be a long year. All right. Week by week, Matt. Hey, and by the way, Georgia lost at home to Alabama, not on the road. I'm sorry. I had that wrong. At night. Well, I'm sure that the FSU crowd will always correct us on that because they need, I told you this last week, they need Alabama to be one of the best teams. They don't need anything. The FSU just needs to take care of what they can take care of. They didn't do it against Miami 2 weeks in a row. They didn't do it. That's a fact. So you can sit here and call Alabama the best team in the country if you want. I didn't call them the best team in the country. I call them the best team in the SEC. So, we know they're not as good as FSU. Is that what you're telling me? I'm just said they're the best team in the SEC. FSU beat them. FSU called them at the right time. Yeah, they beat them on the field. So they called them. I think Oregon or Miami is the best team in the country, Doc, if I had to pick a team right now. I don't know which one. I think it'd be a great game if they lined it up. But, it's one of those things, Kyle. It's week to week. It really is week to week, and I'll tell you why. Because Oregon, a couple of weeks ago, went to Penn State over there, and that game came down to the wire. Squeaked it out. Then Penn State goes and loses to a winless, I tell you, UCLA team. But an interim coach. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if you really got you've got a team that's head and shoulders above anybody. I don't know. That Miami out of ACC right now probably got the best resume out of anybody. Well, the jury's out on that too. Only because of this, not because of the wins. They've got good wins on their schedule right now, and they've played some really good football this year for sure. But like you said earlier, last week, they haven't traveled outside the state of Florida yet. And let's see when they get a real road test later on in the year how they perform. That was a tough one last week to go to FSU. They passed that test.
we'll see later on in the year. I'm with you, though. Miami's definitely got to be one of the top 5 teams in the country for sure right now, and it's fun.
It is fun. I think it's going to be fun for a while. This new college football here, man, you're not going to have a team that's just dominant anymore year to year.
And I don't think you have that this year.
No.
You know, you got a lot of teams that are in that 10 to 20 range. You know, anywhere from 0 to 20, you got some teams in there that can win some games.
Any given Saturday, anybody can win. I mean, that's fun to watch.
And it hasn't been that way because, you know, if you just think back 5 years, you had 2 or 3 teams that were considerably head and shoulders above everybody else, and I don't think you have that anymore. So
I don't know if you will with the transfer portal.
Yeah.
So, I don't think
it's definitely changed the way the game has been played and the way that teams are built for sure. And I don't know at this point in time, sitting here, if it's good or bad.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
All I know is we're about to kick off here again, Mike. The rain's falling again. It's windy again, so it might be a.
Well, last one I'll ask you. You know, so the Jaguars started out 4-1. They got a big win against the Chiefs on Monday night. They got a short turnaround. You play on Monday night, you got to win. You got to turn it around and play again on Sunday. They got the Seahawks coming to town, and the Seahawks have a good football team. Will the Jaguars go to 5-1?
I've picked them every week, Mike. I'm not going to change it now. I like this Jaguar football team. I think they played tough. I think Trevor Lawrence found something last week, some kind of moxie about him. I like the Jags. I like the Jags to beat the Seahawks.
Watch out for the Seahawks, man. Sam Darnold kind of found his rhythm out there with Seattle. They got a tough defense and a good football team. That'll be a fun game to watch Sunday.
Who you got?
I'll take Seattle.
Okay, so we got 3 different.
3 different. There you go. Wildcats will kick it off to the Bulldogs to start this second half as the rain starts to fall again here at Memorial Stadium. Short kickoff down to the 15. Return man across the 20 to the 25, and he's going to get a return out to the 35 and stopped right there at the 35, 36-yard line, and that's where Suwannee's going to start at first down and 10, trailing the Wildcats here 21-14.
Yep. Hey, this is going to be a big first possession for this Wildcat defense to come out here. Like I said, we need to set the tone early in the second half now and show them we're ready to play. Hey, get the ball back on offense. Let's go take it. Hey, we need a 2-score lead, man. I'm tired of these close games.
We need a blowout.
Yeah, I'd like to have one.
Suwannee's going to bring their offense on the field here to start the second half. Rain falling, and the Cats with a 7-point lead here on senior night at Memorial Stadium. Barring a playoff game opportunity, Kyle, this is our last half of football at Memorial Stadium this year.
It is. Last time in the booth on this side. I mean, we've got some more games left, but in the comfy confines of Memorial Stadium.
I don't know about you, but I like our seat here at Memorial Stadium. First down and 10 now. Sykes going to run it to the left side. No, they run Fryer in there at Wildcat, and Fryer's going to take it out across the 40-yard line. They fooled everybody, and Thomas Sykes, the quarterback, stayed on the sideline that time, and Fryer came in and ran the Wildcat formation for a 5-yard gain on first down.
Yeah, great. Good play by Zeke from a safe spot. They got 5 yards. They come up and make a good tackle.
They got it out to the 40-yard line. It'll be second down and 5 from there. Now Sykes checks back into the game, and Fryer will come to the weak side of the field for the wide receiver formation. So 2 receivers to the top of the field, 1 to the bottom, and the running back in the backfield with Sykes. Sykes calls for the football, going to hand it off straight ahead. And he's got a hole, 45-50, and across the 50 into Wildcat territory down to the 38-yard line. A good run that time for Suwannee as they go on 2nd and 5, but a flag over here on the sideline.
I think you might have a false start. Got a hold. Don't have a hold on Suwannee.
Man, that wiped out a huge run as Smith got it all the way down to the 38-yard line of the Wildcats. That was a 10-20. That was a 23-yard carry for Smith, but they're going to back it up on the sideline here. They threw the flag at the 45-yard line, so they'll mark it from there. They'll just take this back to the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, nobody touched him until he was 20 yards down the field.
Those are the penalties that just turn things around. You know, they would have had a 1st and 10 at the Wildcat 38-yard line. Now you're looking at a 2nd and 20 or 2nd and 10 from the Wildcat from their own 35-yard line. So a huge penalty against the Suwannee Bulldogs here. Second down play. Sykes calls for the football. Going to pass it left side. Catch is made by Fryer, and Fryer's going to get upfield to the 45-yard line. And that's going to be enough for the first down here, 10-yard gain for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's too easy. That's pitch and catch, man. Pitch and catch out here. 3-yard hitch turns into 8 yards, first down.
Fryer, a good-looking receiver for sure. He got the genetics for it.
He definitely has his dad or uncle. I'm not sure which one it was a heck of a player at Florida State.
First down and 10 now for the Bulldogs. They're at the 45-yard line. They trail the Wildcats by 7 here as we get the second half underway. The officials trying to sort something out here before the play. Not sure exactly what they're talking about.
Whitehead's trying to figure out if it's the first down here.
Well,
if the chains are already moved. Mr. Scott knows we've got them moved over there, so I don't know what
they were talking about. First and 10 now from the 45-yard line. Suwannee with the football. They dig in. Sykes at quarterback, and we get a movement across the front line. One of the Wildcat defensive linemen, I think that was Grayson Thrift.
That's messed him up all night.
All night. That's four times I think we've got a false start when our line kind of shifted around. Keeps Suwannee behind the chains here. First and 15 after the penalty flag. Senior night in McClenny, Florida. You saw the Wildcat marching band there at halftime. The Suwannee marching band also made the trip over and performed at the halftime break. First and 15, play clock down to 2 seconds, and Sykes calls for the football. He's under heavy pressure, and the Wildcats are going to get close to a sack. Now they will get a sack. Grayson Thrift came and cleaned it up after the Wildcats had a couple of guys back there and able to get the big sack. Anthony Williams was one of the guys back there along with Grayson Thrift to get the sack on the quarterback.
Yeah, that's your two D tackles, Anthony Williams and Grayson Thrift. We've called their names a lot this year. Great play, great effort on that play.
Big loss that time, all the way back to the 32-yard line of Suwannee, and now they face a second down and about 23.
That's where you can't give a big play.
Right after you get a first down pass play a moment ago, Suwannee goes backwards again. And now they face second down and 23. Sykes, two receivers, now sends one in motion. On the second down play, he's under pressure again. They get it set up over there, and a tackle is going to be made right where the catch was made. Taz Kinghorn steps in there, and this is going to be another loss for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's a great play by Kinghorn, man. He comes up and hits him the time he catches the football right there. Great play by Kinghorn.
Now third down and almost 30 for the Bulldogs. They've got to get all the way to the Wildcat 45 for a first down, and they're backed up to their own 30. So third down and 25 comes up for the Bulldogs. Clock just underway here, second half, about 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Wildcats with a 7-point lead, 21-14 over the Bulldogs.
The Our Colors took a 17-14 lead over Godby at halftime.
That's the one we'll watch. We'll watch it for the rest of the night. Sykes now on third down. He's under heavy pressure again. Has to fling one out of there, and the Wildcats are going to let that one fall to the ground, and it'll be fourth down. Cats had great pressure. Foy was back there. Kinghorn was back there. He had to throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. They'll have to punt it away.
Yeah, that's great pressure by the Wildcats front, and great coverage, to be honest with you. Great coverage by the secondary. They had time. The quarterback, Sykes, made plays. He got away from our pressure, and, hey, we covered it well.
He had a little bit of time, but the walls were closing around him, and he had to kind of scramble out of there to get some room to throw it. Just didn't have anybody open. Flag down on the play. High kick here, and this is going to be, just takes a little sideways roll around the 40-yard line. So the Cats will have pretty good field position, but have to check this flag. Could be some type of illegal formation against Suwannee on the punt team there. That's what it is. So the Cats will have the option here to have them re-kick it or just to add 5 yards to the end of the play. I think I'd just add 5 yards. What about you?
Yeah, I'll probably add it to the spot. If I don't get it at the spot, I'm going to make them re-kick it. That's what Coach Kennedy's talking about now. Yep, they're going to add 5 yards on the spot.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. It would have been right around the 40-yard line, so this will move it out to the 45-yard line. It's funny, the chain gang already knew where to go. First down and 10 for the Cats at their own 45-yard line. 8.5 minutes to go, third quarter. The Wildcats with a 21-14 lead. That rain, though, is starting to fall a little harder here, Kyle.
It is. It's good for this Wildcat ground game. Let's pound it.
First down play, the Cats in the shotgun. Hudson Register, 2 backs in the backfield with him. Going to hand it to Ruiz, and Ruiz is going to get, he's going to get hit in the backfield. He made a move right there at the 43-yard line, tried to bounce that one to the side, and he's going to lose 2 yards as Suwannee bolted through there and got a big tackle in the backfield.
Yep. Lost 2 on first down, so let's get it back here. Look for Register to keep one here in a second. 8 minutes and counting here in the third quarter.
Yeah, this play will go under 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Cats with a 7-point lead, 21-14 over the Suwannee Bulldogs here. District ball game in McClenny here tonight on senior night. Register, second down play, calls for the football, keeps it himself here, and Register's going to get sacked in the backfield. Fake the handoff to Ruiz. Suwannee didn't bite on that, and they got in the backfield, and they're going to take Hudson down in the backfield for a sack.
Yep. They read that all the way, Mike. They got fooled.
3rd and 15 for this Cat offense. You talked about it a minute ago, you wanted to see a little separation. Score a touchdown, get some separation between ourselves and the Bulldogs so they can't tie this thing up on one possession. But right now the Cat's back against the wall, 3rd and 15 here.
Yeah, you got to be careful here, man. I wouldn't get too aggressive at this point in the game with the weather like it is. Don't do nothing crazy here.
3rd down, 15. Register in the shotgun. Takes a snap, going to keep it himself, and he runs it out to the 45 to 50, and Hudson Register is going to have a huge first down here. They needed 15. He picks up 20 with the quarterback keeper straight ahead, and Hudson Register again showed off some speed on that play.
Hey, man, that kid's done it all year. He's special. When we need a play, that kid's made the play all year. People can say what you want to say about Hudson Register. The kid's a player.
He kept it that time, found the hole in the middle of the field, and again found that other gear. Turned it up a notch and got it all the way inside the Suwannee 40-yard line for the first down for the Cats. They needed 15, picked up 20.
Huge play by the quarterback.
6.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Register calls for the football. The Wildcats hand it off to Ruiz, and Ruiz has got the left corner. He's got the 35 to 30. Flag comes down behind the play. And you knew we wouldn't have prosperity for long, Kyle. They're going to call a holding flag here to bring this one back.
No, every time something good happens, Mike, what happens? Something bad follows.
Anytime you see that guy bounce the play to the outside, you know that you got to watch the referee behind the play to see if he's going to catch a holding, and they did. They called a holding on that play. Ruiz was going to take that one up the middle, but he bounced it to the left side. He had a huge gain, got down to the 20-yard line, but that's going to be wiped out as the Wildcats will get backed up here to midfield. Those holding calls, I tell you what, a holding call, no matter what level of football, a holding call really changes the outlook. You know, you'd have had a first down and 10 for the Cats about the 30-yard line that time, and now instead of that, you've got a first down and 20 from midfield.
Oh, it does. It's fun to spot that. It's not. It changes field position.
I mean, I'd be willing to say that holding is one of the worst calls that you could get.
It is. You can call it every play if you want to.
Every play. First down here, Ruiz is going to get hit right at the line of scrimmage at midfield and get bottled up there. And no gain on the play, and the Cats will face a second down and 20 from midfield.
Yep, 5:50 here. Counting down here in the third quarter. Cats hanging on to a 21-14 lead.
21-14 Cats, under 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Cats running some clock here. This has been our offense this year, Kyle. Sometimes we'll try to speed it up with a little bit of tempo. For the most part, it's just been a very gradual process with the offense on the field. Second down and 20 now. Register in the shotgun. Play clock under 20. Second down play. Register going to look to throw here. Throws one down the middle of the field. He's got a man down there. It's going to be knocked away. Almost picked off, but he was looking. We got a receiver looking for the flag. I don't think we'll get a call there. It'll be 3rd and 20.
Not a bad ball to Register. He had a chance to make the play on the ball. And Suwannee had 2 defenders on it, but he split them. And, hey, just a good play by Suwannee.
5:11 to go in the third quarter. They'll take the mid-quarter timeout. Well past the mid-quarter mark. You notice that time they got it all the way down to 5:11 before they called mid-quarter timeout. So 5:11 to go. The Wildcats are going to face a 3rd and 20. Still a ball game that's not over with by any stretch of the imagination. The Cats with a 7-point lead and need to pick up a big first down here. We picked up one on 3rd and 15 on the last time we had a 3rd down. Now we've got 3rd and 20.
I'm not sure quarterback draw is going to work again here.
I think they might be watching that one. What time you got to leave to go to Tallahassee for a noon game?
Dad just texted me, leaving at 8:30 in the morning. So.
Does that mean he's going to bed?
Oh, I'm sure. He probably won't listen to the second half. He traveled. He went and watched Luke played at Middle Georgia. They had their first fall game today. So
how'd that go?
They got beat 13-8.
Oh, no.
Luke went 1 for 4, but it rained the whole time. He blamed everything on everything being wet. But
rain is not a baseball player's friend.
No, not at all.
You can play football like we've seen tonight. You can play football in the rain. Baseball is not a rainy sport. Sometimes you got to grind it out and do what you got to do. But
you don't want to play baseball.
It's not fun. 3rd down and 20 now. Cats in the shotgun register. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Snap back to him. He's looking to throw. Register's under heavy pressure. We're going to get sacked again. Suwannee was back there, and they get a big sack here, and their sideline erupts here as they're going to get the football back, and they stop the Wildcats on our first possession here in the second half.
Yep, no time there for Register at all, man. He dropped back, looked right, looked left, and he was hit.
Yeah, that sack was not on Register. He didn't have time. They collapsed the pocket, and were in his face. Broke right in there to punt it away. He stands around the 30-yard line. The snap is back there. It's a good one. Boatwright's got his foot into it. It's a high punt. Comes down and takes a Suwannee roll at the 30-yard line. The Wildcats will down it right there at the 30. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 28-yard line.
Yep, good punt by Boatwright.
Yeah, good job. He got it high in the air that time, made them think about whether they wanted to come up and try to fair catch it or not. But we got good coverage down there, able to down it. Kyle, you know anybody down there that's got some connections with the concession stand?
What you want, a hot dog?
Yeah,
hot dog?
I don't know. We need some food up here.
I remember when old Philip Cruz used to have the coot, man. He used to bring us chicken from the
Oh, that was some good stuff, yeah. We could use some food up here.
No doubt. We'll take anything. Bag of chips.
I'm thinking French fries. See if you got somebody that can bring us some French fries. 1st down and 10. Here we go. Suwannee with the football, going to fire one right side. Catch made over there. A little possession catch right along the 38-yard line, maybe. 7-yard gain on 1st down. Fryer, he's that possession receiver. Runs in the family. 4 minutes and 9 seconds and counting here in the 3rd quarter. 7-point ball game, 21-14. The Wildcats in front. District contest here. The Wildcats need a district win desperately. 2nd down play. Sykes takes the snap. We're going to bottle the running back up right there at the line of scrimmage. Smith going nowhere. Be no gain on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd and 4.
Big 3rd down here, Mike. We want to get the ball back here. You got 3 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Somebody's got to take momentum here. I mean, right now it's up for grabs.
Yeah, the second half, both teams just kind of scuffling along. Neither team wants to really take control of this football game. Now, the Wildcats have a 7-point lead, but for the most part, you're right. Nobody has really seized momentum here in the second half of this football game. 3rd down play for Sykes. He looks over the field. He drops to throw, fires one down the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to find number 21 out here. 21 is Hunter Watson, and no flags on the play.
That's a great play by Zeke Taylor. Great coverage from his safety spot with a guy coming over the middle hard.
4th down play coming up. They'll punt the football away here. Zeke Taylor goes back to return the punt for the Cats. Punter's got his foot into it. It's a high punt. It's going to come down around midfield, and again, takes kind of a sideways roll, not really a Wildcat roll or a Suwannee roll, but for the Cats, that's good where it stops dead there because we'll get good field position at the 47-yard line. Cats excited here, trying to get this team fired up. Like we said, nobody's really grabbed momentum, but we'll start with good field position, so we got a chance here.
I think you need to take a shot right here, maybe. Hey, we really tried to stretch the field bunch. Let's see if we can get Dupree or Rhett Roden in a one-on-one situation. Take a shot. No.
First down and 10, Wildcats at the 47-yard line, our own 47-yard line. 2:20 to go in the third quarter. Handoff straight ahead. No, Register fakes the handoff ahead. He runs the option to the right side, and Hudson Register's got a big hole there. He goes 25-20, and Hudson Register is at the 10 to the 5. Hudson Register went around the end for a touchdown, but we got a flag in the backfield. My goodness, that's going to wipe out a great run by Hudson Register. He went 53 yards for the touchdown, Kyle, but they're going to wipe it out with a holding call.
Yeah, kid just keeps making plays, man.
I didn't obviously see the holding call, but I'm going to say it's a bogus one. What about you?
You know what I think about holding calls.
Man, I tell you what, he went around the corner here. He faked the read play in the middle of the field, and they had an option look going to the right side, and Hudson just kept it himself. And, man, I told you tonight he's got another gear. He showed it again on that play as he took it to the house.
He ran away from Suwannee. He just ran away from people with angles on him. You got Nate Welch, young quarterback in now, giving Register a break.
Man, that would have been some kind of run for Hudson Register to give us a 2-touchdown lead, but, of course, they called a holding flag in the backfield, so now the Cats are going to have first down and 20 instead of a touchdown.
That's a killer, Mike.
I mean, it's a 60-yard difference. I mean, you had touchdown on one end.
White set up on here. We ain't going to play clock. We're going to burn a timeout.
Coach Kennedy trying to get them to reset the play clock, but they finally agree to do it. But they had to call timeout to get it. So, a lot of stuff happening here. Let's take a 30-second timeout. Wildcats with a 21-14 lead. We'll send it back to the station for 30 seconds. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
To go in the third quarter, the Wildcats with a 21-14 lead over the Suwannee Bulldogs here, and touchdown run wiped out by a holding penalty. Now the Cats face a first down and 20 from their own 40-yard line. Hudson Register sends Hodges in motion, handoff to Ruiz up the middle, and Ruiz is going to get a few yards back from that holding penalty, about 6 yards straight ahead to the 45-yard line.
Ben Davis was playing aggressive out there, Mike. Did you see him? Power drive the guy.
Might have gotten closer to 7 on that play. It'll be 2nd and 13 now. 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Cats with a 7-point lead here. That touchdown would have given us the momentum, but like you said, neither team has really grabbed momentum here. 2nd down, 13. Register in the shotgun, going to hand it off, fakes the handoff. Now runs a little option play over here to Hudson Hodges, and that option play is defended very well by the Suwannee defense, and they're going to stop us for no gain.
Yep, it's going to be a big third down here for the Cats.
Had the option look on that play that Register ran for a touchdown a moment ago. They tried it. They came back to that play a couple plays later here. Suwannee says nothing doing. It'll be 3rd and 13.
21-14 Wildcats. A minute left here in the third quarter.
A minute and counting in the third quarter, so we're going to be heading to the fourth quarter in a moment with just a 7-point ball game. Register in the shotgun, third down play. Wildcats passing situation here. Register fakes the handoff to Ruiz. Register gets his hand hit as he was going to throw the football. They throw the beanbag. It's a fumble, and Suwannee's got it. That'll count as a sack for the Suwannee defense, and they hit Register's arm as he was getting prepared to throw the football. and the ball goes to the ground. They call it a fumble. It's going to be Suwannee football at the Wildcat 35.
Yep, not what you wanted. You didn't want to see a turnover right here, Mike. But, hey, the Wildcat defense has been doing it all year. Let's just get another stop.
Well, you didn't want to see a turnover when you got a chance to gain the momentum, and now Suwannee's kind of captured a little bit of that momentum if they can do something with it.
Yep, the momentum went away when we got a 60-yard touchdown called back. And now you got a turnover here. Now you got the ball on our side of the field with Suwannee with the momentum. So
the ebbs and flows of a football game, I got to tell you, man, you get the highs and the lows. So you got to survive that, and you got to be the team that comes out on top. Suwannee with the turnover now, 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 35-yard line, 40 seconds to go, third quarter. Sykes takes the snap, looks to throw, fires one down the left sideline. It's going to be overthrown. He was looking for his go-to guy, Pryor, down there, but the Wildcats had good coverage.
Yep, good job by Zeke Taylor coming over from a safety spot, covering over the top right there.
So after the turnover there, Suwannee was just going to take a shot, but I think Sykes recognized that he could not complete that pass. He just kind of threw it out of bounds down there. Live to play another day. 2nd down and 10.
We need a big play out of Foy or somebody right here. I don't know. Let's cause the turnover.
2nd down and 10. Suwannee, quarterback, no backs in the backfield with him here. Now they're going to send a man in motion on 2nd down. They hand the ball inside as the Smith comes around from the slot formation there, kind of almost a wing T type play. Yeah. Gets the 5 yards.
Counter trap. Yeah, good play by folks from Register. Your quarterback by playing middle linebacker and making tackles.
Well, you're thinking, you got a situation where you got no backs in the backfield. You're thinking passing situation, and then they send a couple of guys. You got a guy coming in motion, and then you get the trap, like you said, and they pick up almost 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5. That'll be the last play of the third quarter, though. So the Cats are going to take the lead to the fourth quarter, Kyle, 21-14 over the Bulldogs. But when we come back in a minute, they're going to have a big 3rd down for this Suwannee offense. So 21-14, we'll come back with the start of the fourth quarter in 1 minute. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the 2nd and 4th Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinsChevy.com.
Come on.
Fifth quarter underway. Pass goes incomplete on 3rd down for the Suwannee Bulldogs. So now they've got a decision to make. They've been looking at 4th down and 5 here. And they're going to send their punt team in here, it looks like.
I'm shocked, to be honest with you. If I'm a 1-5 football team, I'm good.
Now they're going to try a field goal. What?
No, they're not trying.
Well, that's what they're lining up for, Kyle. Suwannee.
I don't think they know what they're doing.
Well, they bring their team to the field here, and they've set the field goal kicker out there, and they're going to try what looks like a 47-yard field goal. This has got to be a fake.
They're doing something crazy.
Yeah, now they're going to run the quarterback back in here. They just wanted the defense to change their personnel. So 4th down and 6, they run the quarterback out here again. And now 4th down play. Sykes calls for the football, looks down the field. They were trying to catch the Wildcats off guard here, and they're going to get them. Smith's got it at the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and a touchdown play. So Suwannee was just trying to create some confusion there on the Wildcats defense, and they did just that. as Sykes finds C.J. Smith out of the backfield here, and he goes all the way for a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm not sure we should have cut the timeout there, man. There was a lot of confusion on the Wildcat sidelines. They're shifting a field goal team in and out, and I don't know. I just another bad pick for the Wildcats.
Coach Kennedy wasn't happy about something out there. He might have seen a hold or something, but the White Hat wanted nothing to do with it, told him to get back to the sideline. 21-20 ball game now. The extra point can tie the game.
Yeah, we need a block here.
Fryer is the holder. He gets it down, and the kick looked like it sailed to the right, but it goes inside the right upright, and it's 21 all.
Not what you wanted to see to start the fourth quarter, Mike.
Well, we talked about the team that can seize momentum, and Suwannee did a couple of things there to get momentum. Number one, they made a play on third down. They got back there. They put the hit on the quarterback for the Wildcats, forced the fumble. After the fumble play, they had a situation. They're looking at a fourth down, about 6. They send the field goal unit on. It's a 47-yard field goal. Now, I didn't expect they were going to kick it, but I'm thinking fake. Well, instead of fake, they wait until the play clock runs down some. Then they run the entire offense on. They're forcing the Wildcats to either call a timeout there or to defend them in a situation where they're not prepared for it. They get L.J. Smith, the running back, out of the backfield that time. Sykes buys enough time with his legs to make a play, and then Smith was open on the right sideline all the way to the end zone.
Yeah, I'm not sure that. I mean, I don't think we really switched personnel on it, Mike, but I just don't. I think we was confused. I think it would have been a good time for a timeout.
Yeah. Well, clearly a lot of confusion, and I don't know if we switched personnel either, but I think that's what their intent was.
Oh, absolutely, that was the intent.
Catch them in the wrong situation here.
Either way, it worked, and we got a tie football game, so let's go.
Well, and we talked about which team was going to seize momentum, and Suwannee, for the moment, has seized the momentum. They're going to kick one over here to the sideline. It's going to be out of bounds, so good job that time. The Wildcats came up and watched it go out of bounds on our sideline, so we'll take the football 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Yep, great job there by Marlon Giddens by not fielding the ball and letting it bounce and go out of bounds.
So the Wildcats tied. They find ourselves tied here in the fourth quarter, 11:48 to go. Fourth quarter just underway. This game's kind of changed leads a couple of times. The Wildcats had a 7-0 lead, then we saw that fade away to a Suwannee 14-7 lead. Wildcats got it back at 21-14. Now we're back tied 21-all.
Yep, we need to put together a drive here. I mean, even if you don't score, let's go. This Wildcat defense needs to be off the field for a minute. We need a long drive.
Well, when Suwannee took the lead in the first half, we responded. So now that they've tied the game, can we respond in the second half? 1st down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Register calls for the football. This is going to be a handoff to Ruiz going around the left end. Ruiz is going to be upended as he gets to the 42-yard line. A gain of about 7 on 1st down.
Yep, nice hard running by Ruiz right here. Picks up 7. That's good positive yards on 1st down for the Cats.
Good positive yards. 11 and a half minutes to go here in the final quarter from Memorial Stadium. Senior night for the Cats. Give him 8 yards on that 1st down play. It's 2nd down and 2 for the Cat offense. Register in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it himself. Register's going to get the 1st down as he plows across the 45-yard line to the 46. Just enough for the Wildcat 1st down, but it'll move the chains. First down and 10 for the Cat offense now across the 46-yard line, getting close to midfield here. Tie ball game, 21-all. The Cats need a score to take this lead and hold it off as we go down toward the end.
Yep, we're under 11 minutes here, Mike. 1st down for the Cats.
Handoff to Ruiz. He hits the hole hard, and Ruiz gets across midfield, and he's going to pick up 12 yards here on 1st down on a good running play inside the 45 down to the 43-yard line.
Yep, great job by the offensive line there on the right side for the Cats, and good running by Ruiz. The kids ran hard all night. Good 1st down for the Cats here. We're moving the football.
43-yard line of the Suwannee Bulldogs. Delano Ruiz, a couple of runs in a row there to give the Wildcats 2 1st downs in a row. 10 and a half to go in the football game. Tie ball game from Memorial Stadium. The rain has disappeared now, but that wind is still out there.
A little chill in that wind.
1st down play. Register is going to hand it off again. Ruiz runs for the third play in a row, but this time Suwannee keys on him right there at the line of scrimmage. It'll be no gain.
Yep, good play by number 9 for Suwannee right there. He come through unblocked and made a great play. Get a little Godby Wakulla update tonight.
Second down and 10 coming up for the Wildcats here. No gain on that first down run to Delano Ruiz, but Cats still have good field position at the Suwannee 43-yard line. 21 all ball game as we head down towards the clock hitting triple zeros here. Hudson Register calls for the snap. Going to give it to Hudson Hodges, and he's heading the backfield this time. So the Cats had some good running plays there to start this possession, but now 2 plays in a row, Suwannee's been in the backfield, and they're going to put us in a third and long situation.
Yeah, there just wasn't much there, I'll be honest with you. I mean, we got a big score here. Wakulla 31, Godby 14. So everything's looking good for these Cats if they can figure out a way to win this ball game or not.
Well, that's step number 1. You got to win the game. Wakulla with a big lead, 31-14 over Godby. We talked about that being the one piece of help that the Wildcats needed because we still have Wakulla ahead of us. But if we're going to be able to get a win against Wakulla and have a chance in the district race, we got to win right here.
Got to win tonight.
Yeah, right now it's tied up, 21 all, with 8:48 to go in the ball game.
Big third down here for the Cats.
3rd and 10. Register going to run it straight ahead. Register's got the 40-yard line. He's down to the 33-yard line, but going to be about 5 yards short of the first down, but that sets the Wildcats up with a manageable situation here on 4th down.
So this is a big decision for Coach Canada right here. I mean, you can pin them and punt it and pin them way back and make them drive the length of the field, or you can go for it. And I think, hey, he's made his decision.
We're going to try to draw them off sides here, I can guarantee you.
Oh, yeah.
4th down. Wildcats with a hard down. They got him. Came across, and I knew it was coming.
I mean, does these teams not watch film? We did it all year long.
I mean, if a 50-year-old radio announcer up here knows that's coming, the kids got to watch film and know that's coming.
I mean, really, if that's the first thing I'm calling out, if I'm Coach Skyler Hall on them, they're going to try to draw you off. Anything within 5 yards, 4th down, they're going to try to draw you off side. 3rd down, you got to watch it.
First down and 10 now. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Wildcats get that big first down on the hard count right there.
9 seconds on the play clock. We got to go.
Register in the shotgun. Here we go. 1 receiver left, 1 receiver right. Register just going to run it himself. He gets hit right near the line of scrimmage. Oh, they're going to say fumble on the play. Suwanee saying they got it.
They do.
And Suwanee got it. They came up there, got a big hit right at the line of scrimmage, and Hudson Register fumbles the football. Suwanee's going to have the ball going the other way.
That's what you can't do right there if you're Register. You got to hold on to the football.
My goodness.
It's been a swing of emotions, man, in this game right here.
Kyle, I was talking to you a little bit earlier in the game, and you were telling me about one of the guys that we both know. I'll give him a shout-out here in just a second. Hang on 1 second. First down and 10. Suwannee gets the turnover. They've got the only touchdown here in the second half. It's a 21-21 ball game with 7.5 minutes to go in the game.
7:40.
Now, you don't want to give them all the momentum. So our defense has got to stand up here. Here we go. Sykes going to fire one right side. Fryer's got the catch. Fryer across the 35 to the 37-yard line. They're going to pick up about 6 yards on first down.
Second 5 here, Mike. 7:20 and counting. We got a 21-21 game. The Wildcats got to find a way to get a stop here.
Second down. 7 minutes to go almost exactly. A 21-21 ball game. Senior night at Memorial Stadium. The seniors would love to get a win here on senior night. Sykes takes the snap, going to hand the football ahead, and that one's going to be bottled up pretty well by the Wildcat defense, and that's going to bring up a third down play coming up. Oh, and we're going to get a 15-yarder. My goodness, Kyle, what they did that time, they pushed them back. The whistle, I got to give the officials a little bit of credit. The whistle was blowing, and then we pushed the running back down, and they're going to give us a 15-yarder. We haven't had one all night.
Yep. That's how you find, in crucial times of a football game, that's how you find a way to lose football games. You cannot do stuff like that.
That would have been a big third down play for the Suwannee Bulldogs. It would have been 3rd and 5, but after a 15-yard penalty, it's going to take it all the way to the Wildcat 48-yard line now. And the most important thing, first down.
Well, I don't really like the call. I watched the whole thing. I don't like it. It was a ticky-tack call, but hey, you just got to recognize the moment. You got to know better than that.
It's not that the call was a great call. I agree with you, but when they're blowing the whistle as emphatically as they are, that's when you let go.
Let it go.
First down play, 1st down and 10 from the 48-yard line. Sykes fires one right side. He's got a catch made there by Fryer, and Fryer, a shoestring tackle away from taking that one for big yardage. 8-yard gain makes it a 2nd down and 2 at the Wildcat 40-yard line.
Yeah, we come with a little corner blitz on this side over here, Mike, and the safety comes over Zeke to pick up the receiver, and, hey, we didn't get there with the blitz, and we about missed the tackle for a touchdown.
He did get the tackle, though. Saves a big play down the right sideline, but they do pick up 8. 2nd down and 2. They're going to send 3 receivers to the left side of the formation. Fryer is the lone receiver this side. No backs in the backfield now. The quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's going to get the 1st down as he barrels down inside the 35-yard line to the 34-yard line. A 6-yard gain for Sykes.
Yep. We got the mid-quarter timeout.
Oh, my goodness, Kyle. I tell you what, just when you wanted the Wildcats to take the momentum in this football game, they got the big fumble, they got it back, and now Suwannee is looking at a 1st down and 10 from the Wildcat 33-yard line with 5:45 to go in the game. Kyle, you were telling me a little bit about it earlier. Our buddy Thomas Smith, you know Thomas Smith. We both coached with Thomas Smith and everything else. He said his son Cooper had told him a couple of weeks ago, I guess maybe last week, that he'd hurt himself in the game. The guy jumped on him, and it ended up the parents they didn't believe him, said it wasn't, and played a couple of games, went and played a baseball tournament, found out he had a broken leg.
That's crazy.
So we just wanted to take a moment and wish. He said Cooper's at home. Cooper Smith, he's at home listening to the football game on the radio. He says go Wildcats, and wanted to take just a moment and give him a shout out.
Yeah, Cooper, we know you listen. I hope you get well soon, man. I know we hate it for you, but hey, we're wishing nothing but well for you, man.
100%. Get better, son. And hopefully, with Kyle telling you hello on the radio, that'll make you feel.
I don't know if that'll help you, but hey, let's see if we can pull these Wildcats through with a win tonight.
1st down and 10 from the 33-yard line. Sykes going to hand it off. Smith's got it, and the Wildcats all down, and Sykes has got it. They came out there toward the end of that play, and the quarterback Sykes able to jump back on it, but a loss on the play. Good job by the Wildcat defensive front there.
Yes, that was the play we needed. The ball comes out, and we just don't pop our way. Quarterback finds a way to get back on it.
5 minutes to go in this football game, Kyle. I got to tell you, I haven't seen an overtime football game in a long time, but if nobody scores here down toward the end of this thing, that's what we're headed for.
Yep, no doubt.
2nd down play coming up for Suwannee. They've got the football at the 37-yard line of the Wildcat, but that's 2nd down and 14. Play clock down under 10 seconds to go now. Sykes in the shotgun, looking to throw. He's got a receiver over there. Catch is made, but nothing doing as the Wildcats come up and tackle him right around the spot that he caught it. Maybe a 1-yard gain, but it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yep, big play by Taz Kinghorn, man. Another good play by Kinghorn, the senior. And we got a big 3rd down, like you said, coming up here, Mike. And we got 4 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock in a tie football game.
Yeah, Hunter Watson's the guy that caught that football, and he's caught a couple of big ones for Suwannee tonight. But that play took too long to develop, and they had to throw it over the top of a defensive lineman coming in. So it gave Kinghorn the time to come up and make the hit on the receiver before he could make a move with the football. So 3rd down and 13 now. Suwannee's going to have a big play here. 4 minutes to go, Kyle. Tie ball game, 21-all. Senior night, Wildcat District ball game. Wildcats need to win this football game, and it's a dogfight. 21-all. Sykes takes the snap, drops straight back to throw, fires one across the middle, it's taken off. Hudson Register's got it. Hudson Register intercepted the football, and Hudson Register comes all the way back to the 45-yard line, and their quarterback, Thomas Sykes, comes in there and puts a hit on Register on the ground, and we're going to get a 15-yarder. We should get a 15-yarder against Suwannee on this play.
Great play by Register to get your revenge on your fumble, son. Go get an interception. Huge play, and we're going to get 15 yards on top of it.
It absolutely should be, because Sykes, the quarterback's the guy that came in and made that hit on Register when he was on the ground. But either way, what a play by Hudson Register to steal that football in the middle of the field. After the play, you're going to get personal foul, and they're going to call it on the Wildcats.
That's terrible. That's terrible. The guy come in and speared our guy. That's a horrible call.
But the good news is, since it is offsetting, they won't mark off 15 on us, so it makes it a 1st and 10. We'll get the ball at the 46-yard line. Play of the game right there by Hudson Register as he came up and made that interception. That's 2 picks for the Wildcat defense tonight. Cass Kinghorn's got the other one. Mm-mm-mm. 3:37 to go in the football game, and I don't know. Well, here's the thing. I saw the hit just like you did. I don't know how you call offsetting unless one of our guys got up and did.
They did something after the fact, but it should. I mean, that's just a bad call.
1st down and 10, 46-yard line. Wildcats with the football. Tie ball game, 21-all, 3:37 to go in the game. Hudson Register is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the high side, 1 receiver low. Here you go. We're going to hand it off to Ruiz. No, Hudson Register keeps it himself. He's out to midfield and across midfield into Suwannee territory here as the rain. It had stopped there for a while, Kyle, and now the rain's falling hard again.
It's blowing sideways again out there. This is it, man. This is how your season on the line. What are you going to do? I put the ball in Six's hands. I give it to my senior. He's making plays all year.
Well, he made that interception a moment ago that might have saved the day for the Wildcats here tonight. 21-all ball game as we're approaching 3 minutes to go in this game. Somebody's got to win it.
Somebody's got to make a play.
From the 47, the Wildcats hand it off to Ruiz, and Ruiz gets hit in the backfield, and this play goes for a loss back to midfield. And it's going to be 3rd and 5.
Got to find a way to get 5 here, Mike. Somebody's got to step up and make a play for this Wildcat football team.
Well, and this is where, Kyle, they really need to hurry because there's time's running out. You're almost 2.5 minutes here, and we're just taking our sweet time. We got to go. 3rd down play from near midfield here. The Wildcats need 5. We send a man in motion. Register takes the snap. Hudson's got the carry. He's going to get close to the 1st down yardage. He's moved the pile.
Got it.
Down to the 45-yard line. It's going to be close. They're going to say move the chains, but now that clock, once they set this thing, that clock is running. It's down to almost 2 minutes now.
Yeah, we'll let it run, though. We got to get down here, Mike. Maybe set boat right up for a winning field goal here on senior night.
Well, and the reason why I say we got to hurry is because we're not getting chunks here. We're not getting chunks, and so because we're still back at the 45-yard line, you can't take anything for granted here. You got to go. Clock going to run under 2 minutes on this play. 1st down and 10 from the 44-yard line. We send a man in motion there again, and we're going to get an illegal shift play because he didn't come set. They've thrown that penalty against us a couple of times tonight. We're going to get it again. When Hudson Hodges is checking out of that slot formation and he's going in motion there, if he's changing positions, he's got to come set for a second before the snap.
And we're not giving him time.
We're not giving him time. We're snapping it while he's still moving.
Yep.
It's different if you're running, as a receiver coming across in motion. He's actually changing positions and moving forward. So if he does that, you can't move forward at the time of the snap. You follow me?
Oh, yeah.
You got to come set, and that's a 5-yard loss.
We got 1:53 here, Mike, and we got 2nd and 11 from the 45-yard line.
Did they decline that penalty?
I think they did.
That's what they did. They declined it. 2nd down play. The Wildcats still taking their time. We're going to be under 1.5 minutes to go here. 2nd down and 11 from the 45-yard line. Register hands the ball. No, keeps it himself on the zone read, going up the middle from the 45 down to the 42-yard line.
3rd down, 1:29 and counting.
I've been saying we got to hurry, Kyle, and now it looks like the coaching staff finally agrees. They're getting some fire on the sideline saying let's move. It's 1:20 on the clock. and we're facing a 3rd down and 8 from the 42-yard line.
You got 2 downs to get 8 yards. Let's go.
3rd down play, Register in the gun, takes the snap, looking to throw here. Fires one down the middle of the field, and that's going to be too high for Keldon Dupree. It's going to be 4th and 8. Double covers down there on Keldon Dupree, and
What Coach does here, Mike, it's 4th and 8. I don't know if I don't pin them back and play for overtime. You don't really want to give Suwannee the ball right here.
well, I mean, if something doesn't happen, it's going to be overtime, whether you play for it or not, because neither team has been able to get the ball in the end zone after we saw a bunch of points in the first half. Well, I'm sorry, Suwannee did get 1 touchdown in the second half to even up the score. But 4th down and 8 here, a minute on the clock. We send a man in motion, and now we're going to get them to come across, but they called timeout before it. Wildcats called timeout. We had the hard count, would have got 5 yards there, but we called timeout, Kyle.
Yeah, we did.
My goodness.
We did.
1:04 on the clock. The game is tied, 21-21. Senior night here at Memorial Stadium. Wildcats have the football after Suwannee fumbled a moment ago as they had the ball inside the 35-yard line or so. They fumbled the football. No, I'm sorry. Hudson Register got the big interception. And we've had the football since then, but we're just taking a long time to move with it and running out of time. 4th down play, 4th down and 8.
What do you draw up here, Coach Mike?
I mean, the thing that's worked for us is getting somebody around the edges tonight, and I got to tell you, I might just run some type of little screen pass with maybe Delano Ruiz out of the backfield. He's got a burst of speed, can pick up your first down, and now Suwannee wants to see what they were going to set up, and they call timeout.
Yeah. A little chess game going on right now.
Yeah, chess game and rain's falling. We had what we have, 31-14 at with Wakulla earlier against Godby?
We did.
Check that score
Check
again
it
for us. Not that it matters at this moment because
still 31-14.
It doesn't matter if we don't win, though.
No,
we got to win this game. The reason why we were watching that score is because Wakulla was 1-0 in district play this year, and Godby was 2-0 in district play. If Godby won that game by virtue of that win and going 3-0 in the district, they would have won the district championship tonight. But if they lose that game, then they're going to be 2-1 in district play. Wakulla would be 1-1 in district play. If the Wildcats were to win here, we'd be 1-1.
Sets up a huge game
And
for Wakulla.
right, it would set up a district championship potential game with Wakulla later on, and you'd end up with a 3-way tie. Now, all those things don't matter if we don't win here.
Right. You got to find a way to win here.
But if they do win here, then we've got a big showdown in 2 weeks over there at Crawfordville.
Huge showdown.
But I don't like that they've got a 31-14 lead on Godby. I mean, I like that they win the game. I wanted them to win by 1 point. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
4th down and 8. Here we go. Register in the shotgun. 1:04 on the clock. We're trying to get a hard count here to get them to come into the neutral zone, but they don't bite. So now the play clock down to 5 seconds. We got to hurry up and snap it.
Oh, we're going to punt.
No, we're calling timeout again. My goodness. I'm talking about just wasting everybody's time here. We could have decided to punt 10 minutes ago.
Got to be what he's doing now. I don't know why we wouldn't.
Well, you don't want to. You got to think through several things here, right? So if you don't get it on 4th down, they're going to get the football close to midfield. If you decide to punt here, you can try to pin them down, but you're basically saying we're playing overtime, right?
You can't get one block neither, they might. That's got to be going through Coach Canada's mind.
Yeah, I mean, if you punt the football away here, you're saying we're going to overtime. We're not going to try to win this thing at the end of regulation, which that may be the play, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd be worried. They've got pressure on this punt all night long. I'd be worried about a block.
Well, with the weather that we're dealing with, it's just the snap's the worst thing, you know. I mean, I trust Brock Boatwright if he gets a good snap to get the punt away. What I worry about is the way that this rain's going to fall and the snap getting back there to him. That's what you worry about. Yeah. They're not going to send a bunch of guys after it, though. They're just running with a forward down lineman here, maybe protecting against some kind of fake. So as long as we get a good snap here, we should be okay. Boatwright stands back at our 45-yard line. Snap is back there. Boatwright's got his foot into it. It's a low line drive, and it's going to go into the end zone. So Suwannee's going to have to go 60 or 70 yards here to set up a try at a game-winning field goal with only 56 seconds on the clock.
And one timeout, I think, Michael. I think they're burnt too, so we'll see.
Big shout-out to my buddy John Meadows. He's man in the studio back there at Glen Baptist Church tonight, keeping us on the airwaves. And all the sponsors that make Wildcat football possible. We were just checking to make sure John wasn't asleep back there, and he's not.
No, he's still awake. He should have got us some Uber or some food up here.
Yeah, that would have been the ticket.
Yeah. What's the overtime rules in high school? You get it from a 25?
It's the Kansas tiebreaker.
I love it. Old school.
It's not 25 like college. It's 10-yard line.
10-yard line?
Both teams get an opportunity. 4 downs. Oh, and we're going to get a flag down before the play here. False start against Suwannee. So they needed to go about 80 yards here to win the football game, and they've got to add 5 to it. We haven't had a high school overtime game in a while, so I'm pretty sure that it should still be the Kansas tiebreaker 10-yard rule. Both teams get the opportunity to score.
You got to go for 2 after so long?
I think after 2 attempts. We'll check that with the officials in just a moment. First down play now. Sykes, the quarterback, looking to fire one. He fires one deep down the left sideline, and that's nobody home on that play. It's going to be second down after the incompletion. Now, Suwannee, if they throw 4 incompletions here, they're going to have to punt it back to us.
Hey, I don't see them doing that. You think they'd, deep in their own territory, you think they'd run the ball here?
Yeah, they haven't, but we'll see. That rain is falling again, Kyle.
It is. Cold, nasty rain.
Cold, nasty rain out there. Got just tough night for people sitting in the stands for sure. But we're not. We're inside this beautifully protected from the wind and rain booth. 50 seconds to go in the ball game. 21 all. Suwannee with the football. They're going to throw again. They're going to fire one left side. A catch is made over there, and a tackle made right away. So
Kinghorn again.
This time the clock will run. So Suwannee's probably going to be content to let this thing run down.
Coach Kennedy just called timeout.
So that chess game continues, Kyle. We got a big stop there deep in their backfield at the 12-yard line. So what Coach Kennedy wants them to do is to have to punt it out of their end zone here.
They're not going to have to. They might. If they run another play.
Are we out of timeout?
We're out of timeout.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we need to. You pick another play at least.
Force their hand to run the football here to run the clock out. So at least in that situation, you do at least have that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, and I'll check with the officials in just a moment. The Kansas tiebreaker formation will be the overtime call, and it's important in this game because the Cats need a win.
Big time. It's a huge moment for the Wildcats there.
Suwannee comes out of the timeout here facing a 3rd down and about 17. They needed to go forward with the ball once they got it back, but they've gone backwards. I think they're just going to play protect here with the quarterback, but let's see. It's taking a long time to run these last 5 minutes of this football game. What you think? 3rd down play. Sykes, the big 6'3", 200-pound quarterback, just takes a knee there. That's going to run this clock, and I think they're expecting that's going to run it out.
It is.
So they reset the play clock here, and Suwannee's just heading to the sidelines. So that's going to do it for regulation here, folks. The game's going to end in a 21-21 tie. So we're going to take a 1-minute timeout here on WFBB, and when we come back, we're going to have the start of overtime here as we find out who's going to win this big game on senior night. So we'll send it back for a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
For over 50 years, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the community of McClenny. They provide quality air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical work to the residents of McClenny and the surrounding areas. The phone number for Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning is 259-6546. Oscar and Susie Gray would like to say, go Wildcats. Again, that's Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546.
Tailored Healthcare Clinic right there in McClenny on South 5th Street. 259-5929 is the number. They offer primary care, traditional primary care services through the insurance, direct primary care memberships for an affordable monthly plan. They've got lots of different services they offer. Hormone replacements, one of the things they do, medical weight loss, aesthetic treatments, including Botox. Give them a call, 259-5929. Well, the first time in 2025, we're going to go to overtime here tonight. The captain's on the field for the game along with the head coaches, and this coin toss is the most important thing, Kyle, because what you want to do is go on defense so you can see what the other team does so that you know what you have to do on offense. So we're going to check this coin toss here to start this overtime period, and the rules are pretty simple. Both teams get one crack at it from the 10-yard line. You get 4 downs. And if you kick a field goal, for example, on your first possession and we score a touchdown, then we win. Yep. If it ends in another tie, you go to a second overtime. And then on the third overtime, if you score a touchdown, you have to go for 2. So that's kind of the rules in a nutshell. Very similar to the college game, except in the college game, you get the chance of getting a first down. And you get it from the 25 on the college game. So, well, that's what I meant. You get a chance for a first down because it's starting at a 25 versus a 10, right? So it's taken a long time for them to discuss the rules out there, so but I wish they'd kind of hurry up. How about you? Me too. I mean, like the other night, you got these Virginia coaches that beat Florida State in overtime there, and I didn't even know the rules, Mike. Did you see that? They didn't know they had to go for 2. They sent the first I thought, yeah, I did see that. Should have been delay a game, but we got some Virginia cooking up there. They had some, oh, my goodness. Can you get over it? Seminoles have lost 2 in a row. Get over it. I'm just telling you what happened. Look like the Wildcats are going to win the toss here in overtime. So if we are, they're going to move right to left across the radio dial, but the Wildcats are going to start on defense, which is what we wanted. Yes, it is. Freddie Bennett and Kelly Cruz. Hey, we're starting on offense, Mike. Yeah, I don't know why. I was just noticing that. We were celebrating that we won the coin toss, but I thought we would have elected to go on defense. Win the coin toss and go on offense. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what we did. We celebrated out there getting the coin toss, so I'm assuming we wanted to go on offense. I'm not really sure what happened, but we are going to be on offense. Suwannee's guys are lining up on the wrong side of the ball. Yeah, I don't know. We'll check that later, but it's not important right now. What's important is the Wildcats are going to have the football, first down and goal. We'll start from the 10-yard line, moving right to left across the radio dial here. What I was going to say is Freddie Bennett and Kelly Cruz and then put some chicken and rice down there before the game. I wonder if they got any left. I hope so. It'd be good right now, wouldn't it? First down and 10. Here you go. Register in the shotgun. Wildcats with the football. We're going to run it with Register, and Register's got a big hole. He's inside the 5, and Register goes into the end zone on the first play of overtime, and the Wildcats have taken the lead 27-21. Another big play by Register. Great job by the Wildcats offensive line. This is a big extra point, Mike. Huge extra point here. Yeah, well, the big thing's coming up. You know, the defense is talking to each other down here, and they said, hey, we got a touchdown. All we got to do is keep them out of the end zone. We win the game. That's it. Suwannee, though, will get 4 cracks at it from the 10-yard line. And you're right. Brock Boatwright's extra point, very important right here, as the Cats right now have a 27-21 lead over the Bulldogs on the first play of overtime. We didn't even make it dramatic. We just went ahead and scored on the first play. Boatwright drills it right down the middle, and it's 28-21. The Cats with a 7-point lead.
Got to get a stop there if you're Wildcat defense. This Wildcat defense has carried this football team all year, and what a better moment right now to get a stop for this team. So I don't know if we won the toss and elected to go on offense or not, but either way, it don't matter. Right now, all you got to do on 4 downs is keep them out of the end zone, and you win the game. And with a Wakulla win over there against Godby tonight, that's going to set up for a huge showdown in 2 weeks against Wakulla. Wildcat defense comes out on the field. Suwannee's offense talking about it. And the referee's calling for them to come out on the field. So they got to hurry. If you're Coach Hall here, though, Mike, if you do score, you got a choice to go for 2. Oh, yeah, you can always go for the wins like you want to be on defense first. I'm not real sure what happened. Yeah, I don't know either. All right. Here we go. The quarterback, Sykes, 6'3", 200-pound quarterback for Suwannee, brings the team to the line. They send 2 receivers left and 2 to the right. Back in the backfield on first down. They're going to hand it off to Fryer, and Fryer's going to throw one. A halfback pass. It's intercepted. It's off by Kellen Duper. The Wildcats are going to win the football game on an interception as Suwannee tried a little razzle-dazzle in overtime. They handed it off to Corey Fryer in the backfield, and Fryer was going to throw one to the back of the end zone. Keldon Dupree comes over, makes the play, and the Wildcats win the football game 28-21 in overtime. What a win for the Wildcat. What a play by the young freshman, Keldon Dupree, and what a way to end this game. Hey, you're setting up a huge game in 2 weeks, like you said, Mike. Yeah, we expect with that lead that Wakulla had in that football game that Wakulla is going to win against Godby. Now, we don't know that for sure, but we expect if they do, now the Wildcats 1-1 in the district. Wakulla would move to 2-0 in the district, and that would set up a possible 3-way tie between ourselves, Godby, who we lost to, who Suwannee lost to, and who Wakulla is beating now. So, Kyle, I can't say enough about the fight that this team stayed with here tonight. You know, they had a 21-14 lead at halftime. We didn't score any points in the whole second half. Suwannee scored the only touchdown in the second half. We go to overtime for the first time of the year, so Coach Kennedy, as the head coach with the Wildcats, now 1-0 in overtime games. Yep. Hey, what a game for these Wildcat players, man. They come out and played hard on senior night, got a huge win, and kept their season alive. They was playing for their season night, and they found a way to make a play at the end and win the football game. Yeah, and I don't know, Kyle, we know all this stuff, about, who's winning the games and everything else. I don't know if these players even knew that. No, they don't know. They're out there just playing football. They're just playing football, and they came through with it when they needed to. Got the big win in overtime. Hudson Register, I got to tell you, my player of the game tonight. That's the player of the year, Mike, not just the game. That kid put this team on his back the whole year. He is something special. Yeah, Register had a couple plays in the game where, put the ball on the ground on a fumble one time when he got hit. And, I'm glad to see that he was able to overcome that and come back and score the big touchdown here to win the football game for these Wildcats in overtime. 28-21, that's going to do it. So next week, Wildcat fans, remember, we're off. No game next Friday night. The Wildcats will have a bye. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to go over there to Crawfordville to Wakulla to take on Wakulla and what's going to be a big district matchup. Huge game next week. And I know Coach Kennedy have these boys ready to go. They got 2 weeks to prepare. Hey, let's go get a big win in 2 weeks. All right. Well, with that being said, we're going to send it back to my man, John Meadows, at the station. And say good night, Wildcat fans. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks.